Southwest 4843, caution wing turbulence, heavy Dreamliner departing the airport. 4843. American 613, contact look at departure.
Hello, everyone. What happened to our audio? All right. Anyway, we are here. It's the Big Sunday Show here on January 26, 2025. Your plane jockeys are here today. Hello, everyone. We are makeshift studio here today. All right. Let's see how it goes here.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Hi. So good to be back. Kind of different here today, but it's so good to be back. Part of the show, a little different because of, given the circumstances, the weather, the rain. But lucky for us, we have the south side cameras up and running, and we're pumping it through here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Am I working?
All right. We have a Southwest 737-700 landing there on the south side, 25 left.
Coming in from Baltimore, flight 4843. Would you call this working from home?
Working from home.
I guess in a sense.
Well,
it's kind of different. Feels a little odd not being out there, but we showed up to the hill earlier and it was pouring cats and dogs, and of course I'm getting over bronchitis, so I didn't want to put myself in the position of being out and about in this kind of weather. I mean, it's not too bad, but still, I want to say I'm about 90% now.
90%, so. Yes.
Yeah.
We didn't want Rudy to get out in that rain, in that cold. Of course, we don't want the equipment out in the rain and the cold. It costs a lot of money to replace, and we've learned that lesson many times in the last 4 years. So we came back here to the studio. We actually tried to put the new studio together, and I think it's going to take some time. So we decided just to move it back here to the office side. So here we are.
Yeah, no, we actually tried. We got everything kind of organized on that side of this space, and we had a vision, and we went for it, tried it out, and decided this isn't going to work out. All good.
Hopefully we'll be back at the hill next Sunday.
And here we're looking at Aeromexico 782 coming in from Guadalajara on the MAX 8. Yeah, is this the first time everyone's seeing these Southwest seats?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cozy.
And our legend Jane with a $550 super chat through PayPal. Thank you so much, Jane. Jane says thank you for still giving us a show today. You guys are the best. Well, thank you, Jane. Here's the thing about doing this in the office today. We can find things we've used in the past on many streams. Thank you so much, Legend Jane. Thank you so much, Shane.
Thank you, Jane. It still says 2 years, but yeah, the message is still
over
there.
2 years, yes.
American 1672, contact look at departure.
That takeoff is American Airlines 1672, taking off to Dallas, Fort Worth on the A321.
So we're using the AI cams from the 24/7 stream. They maybe go a little haywire on us. It's well calculated, that whole setup at the H Hotel. Basically, I'm just taking the two cameras. I'm not quite sure what they're going to do, so just bear with us. All right, here we go. Spencer, becoming a silver member once again. Thank you so much, Spencer. Oh, we also have a takeoff. Let's go to Cam 2, Alaska Special Livery.
UNCF Livery. 737-900 yard, taking off to Belize City, flight 1334.
Air Share 722 of the tower at Foxtrot,
At the same time, we have that ERJ arriving on 25 left.
JSX 320 coming in from Las Vegas.
Right contact ground 575. Southwest 4043, cross runway 25 right at Lima, contact ground 175. Last 1354, contact Lima, pressure.
Let's go back to the super chat. Spencer with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Spencer. Kevin, how was your trip? I knew you were going to New York City. I think everyone pretty much figured it out. How did you guys all figure out I was going to New York City?
Yeah, good guessing there.
It was good. It was good. I mean, I'll be honest with you. We didn't have a Tuesday or Friday show, and now we're kind of, half doing a Sunday show. So it's kind of been a weird week for your plane jockey, Kevin, not being behind the main camera this week. But we'll be back.
Yeah, I'm sure you were looking forward to going back to the hill, and then here we are.
Yes, yes. But we needed the rain here in Southern California.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like we have a lot of catching up to do. I haven't seen you in like 2 solid weeks.
I know.
Crazy. Feels like forever.
I know. It's been 3 weeks since the last time you were on the show?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. After the New Year's week celebration high on top of the H Hotel, I did that Sunday show, and that's kind of when I started to feel kind of odd. Something wasn't right. And then I was out for a good week. Felt awful. And then a couple days after that, I was feeling great. Felt like the light at the end of the tunnel was there, and then all of a sudden, a really bad cough. I developed bronchitis, and I was out for another week. Had to use my sick time, so it was pretty rough.
Ain't nobody got time for bronchitis, right?
Ain't nobody got time for that. So
ain't got time for that.
Yeah, it's good to be able to breathe again, and
I can imagine.
Still have a little bit of a cough, so I might cough here and there, but it's not as bad as last week.
Jeez, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yes, me too.
All right. Well, we are looking at the 2 cameras. I don't see anything.
But you brought me back something. It's sitting right here.
Well, Rudy, I mean, in the past, you always go somewhere, and you always bring me back something. So I was like, I better bring something back for Rudy. So, yeah, the TWA Hotel. Well, now, hold on a second before we do that.
Okay. Let's
go back outside. We do have an arrival on 25 left.
Yes, we do. This is American Airlines 2455 coming in from Boston on the A321.
Also hearing a takeoff on 25 right. Let's take camera 2. That is the United 777.
777 taking off to Chicago, flight 1832.
Of course, it's not raining now, but it was really coming down the last couple hours.
Yeah, and I don't think we're done with the rain here today.
Beautiful sights here at LAX. All right, so before you open up that bag, Rudy, there was a message from our friends at JetBlue.
Oh.
Let's see if we can do this here. All right, this is Brian, huge fan of AVL, rates.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Rudy. I know you're not here, but we have some stuff for you. So
yes, we got some stuff for Rudy. So
hopefully, you fly with us again. And
we will.
That would be awesome.
Oh, we will.
So hopefully, I'll meet you someday. And all the best to Airline videos now.
Excellent. Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much. Good to meet you. Maybe we'll see you on the next flight. Yeah, exactly. All right. See you, Brian. Thank you. Brian, he was really upset that you weren't there with me, Rudy.
Aww. I'm so jealous that you got to go and I wasn't able to be there. But thanks for the message. I appreciate that.
So the gifts from the friends at JetBlue, flight 224.
Oh.
It's the non-TWA stuff there in the bag.
Oh, very nice. Oh, I love these. Awesome. Well, thank you.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
they see what they do is they find anything on the plane that they can give away, including, you know, free wine and whatever they can find.
Wait, where's that?
That was drink at the
Yeah.
There's some pens and stuff down there. Anyway, that's not important right now.
Of course it is.
Okay, there you go. JetBlue
Awesome.
merch for you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I love these.
Yes, with the wings.
JetBlue, yes.
All right, so went a little shopping at the TWA Hotel. They have a little gift shop there in the main lobby.
Oh, yeah.
Always gotta love the TWA stickers. Oh yeah.
And we also have, see some pins in there?
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's a magnet.
Oh, it's a magnet.
TWA
Awesome.
magnet. I know you love your magnets.
Yes. Awesome. There we go. Very iconic.
So, yes. Love those stickers.
Ooh, socks.
You know Rudy loves his socks.
Yes.
TWA socks.
Awesome, awesome.
And this would have come in handy today if we were outside.
Oh,
Of course, you
yeah.
could still wear it. There you go.
All
You like
right.
that?
Oh, I love it. Thank
Rudy
you.
Rudy looks good in the beanies. You're Plane Jockey Kevin, not so much.
Definitely need to use it today.
All right, there you go,
Well,
Rudy.
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
But I can't wait to hear all about your trip.
Joni Swanson with a $5 super chat. Thanks so much, Joni. Says, welcome home, Kevin. Hello, Rudy, and hello, AVL family. Hello, Joni. Good to see ya.
Hello.
The cameras are going to go crazy here today. Manuel, becoming a platinum member once again. Thank you so much, Manuel.
Well, here we have a little E175 coming in from San Diego. Flight time 25 minutes. Delta connection 4001.
You have a Cathay Pacific 777-300ER heading to Hong Kong, flight 885, number 2 for takeoff, following the United Airlines flight 1488. We're heading to Newark in a 757-200. Let's head to Cam 2. Should be following that United. There we go. You could do it. Camera 2, come on. Come on now.
There we go. I gotta say, these cameras do such a great job of tracking these planes.
They do, and of course we'll be adding north side coverage here in the next couple weeks.
Ooh, awesome. Look at those skies.
Yes, lots of rain
Ooh.
inside those clouds.
Yeah, we're not done yet.
Spencer with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Spencer. Says, I knew it because Allison said zip it, so I just put 2 and 2 together. Thought you were on Delta. So Kevin, did you like JetBlue or Delta better? Rudy, how's Toby?
Oh, how's Toby?
Yes,
He's
the most
good.
important
Yeah,
thing.
he's good. He's doing well. I'm sure he misses me already, but I guess the silver lining of being sick for the last 2 weeks was I spent a lot of time at home with my cats. So, but yeah, he's good.
Let's head back to camera 2. We do have a heavy now taking off, Cathay Pacific.
Cathay Pacific Flight 885 taking off to Hong Kong.
Goes 4001, traffic holding in position, cross runway 25 right at Juliet, contact ground point 75 as you cross. Copy 85 heavy, contact look at departure.
Contact about the Kelly edit.
All right, so Spencer, let's go back to your. Oh, what did I think of JetBlue? Is JetBlue or Delta better? Well, I love JetBlue. I love the Mint Suite. That's what I took. A321 Neos back to New York and back here to LAX. You know, I like the Mint Suite, and I did that on purpose because I haven't been on a plane in, almost 6 months.
Yeah.
it was time to get your plane jockey Kevin back on that plane, and I said, well, what's your favorite plane and what's your favorite cabin on a plane? And of course the A321neo with JetBlue with their mint suite. So
Oh yeah.
I said, you know what, just do it, get back on that plane, enjoy, and that's what I did. And it was good. It was good. I did set up the metal detector in Terminal 5 at LAX. I'll be honest with you, I was a little depressed about that for days. I thought, well, here's my life nowadays. When I go travel, now I'm going to be setting off the alarms every single time. So you have to make sure you give yourself a little extra time. So then I fly out of JFK, did not set off the alarm, and my day was made.
There you go. Redeemed yourself.
Yes.
Here we have Spirit Airlines Flight 1662 taking off to Kansas City on the A320.
Little Pilatus PC-12NG is our next arrival on the 25 left. This thing coming in from Scottsdale, Arizona. Oh, hello. Well, there's a big cell just off the ocean, by the way.
This takeoff is American Airlines Flight 32 taking off to JFK on the A321.
And our legend Jane gifting 50 Airline Videos Live memberships. Thank you so much, Jane. Amazing support. Oh, Rudy's got it. He's got it ready. Thank you, legend Jane. Thank you so much. Over 2 years. 2.5 years, I think, at this point. Thank you so much, Shane. Amazing support. Thank you. All right, a little turned around here. All right, let's head back outside. Bagsy with the super chat says, you're welcome. We're coming to LA the 10th through the 15th of March. Is that when you were out of town? No, I think we're toward the end of March. Though things change. Things change. So as we get a little bit closer, we'll certainly update you. DJ J Tech with the $2 super chat. Thanks so much, DJ. Says thanks for the tele-spotting from the office.
Oh, I like that.
This is something we've been working on for quite some time, and my vision is once we get the north side cameras as well as the south side all in line, that basically I think I turn this more into a global command center. So monitors all are behind us, and we kind of feel like we're launching a space shuttle into space or something, but that's the envision.
Are we dispatching the flights? It's going to feel like that pretty soon.
Yes.
557, wind 120 at 9er.
Nanny Needles, Nancy with the gifted membership. Thank you so much, Nancy.
Thank you, thank you.
Gengar J with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Says today's fun fact: in 1975, on a rainy day in Austria, Gerald Ford slipped on the steps of Air Force One going down them in Michigan. Oh, in Michigan, going up the same steps, he stumbled. Well, if there's anybody that knows about tripping and falling, it's your plane jockey, Kevin.
Oh boy.
Scrambled Egg 81 with the $7.47 super chat. Thanks so much. This is finally getting our recommended weekly dose of vitamin K and vitamin R.
Vitamin R. Dar.
Avianca Flight 557 heading to Guatemala City, an A320 and Neo taking off there on 25 right. One of our great mods, Armin V, gifting one Airline Videos Live membership. Thank you so much, Armin.
No, thank you.
So other than that, I mean, not much to really report on when it comes to my trip. I mean, it was mostly just getting back on the plane, and I knew, you know, how easy it is with JetBlue to basically fly to JFK, pick up your bags, go up an elevator, and you're right there at the TWA hotel. You don't even have to leave the airport. And boy, it was cold, so that's kind of the main reason why I decided to go to JFK. Now, I'm not going to lie, there might have been some business meetings there as well.
Oh, okay.
We won't get into details. Maybe you can just figure it out between the lines.
Yeah. But the real question is, did you get into the pool?
I did not get into the pool.
Oh.
Though the pool was a very busy pool.
Really?
Very busy. Yes.
Oh, wow. That's really interesting. I wouldn't have thought that at this time of the year, people get into the pool.
It was probably the most popular place at the hotel. The pool.
It's nice and warm in there.
Yes.
This flight is American Airlines 1979, coming in from Chicago on the 737-800.
Oh, you guys are asking me about the drink on JetBlue. Now it doesn't matter what you ordered, Coke or Pepsi or champagne, whatever it may be. 40 minutes to get anything, and I was in the second row, so there's only one row in front of me. 40 minutes, and some people have said, well, was there turbulence? Could the flight attendants not actually get up? And that was not the case. There was no turbulence. There was nothing. They were up and doing their thing, and shortly about 10 minutes after takeoff. So, I don't know. 40 minutes to me seems a little bit long. I think what's the norm? Should be within like 20 minutes or so, right?
I think it also really depends on how long your flight is. They probably thought it was a 6-hour flight at that time.
No, we want our drinks.
Get it started. This takeoff, United Express 5218, taking off to Salt Lake City on the E-175.
WOHP 1390, Rick there in Ohio with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Says, glad to see Rudy back. Heat wave here, 31 degrees, was below zero last week. Take care.
Heat wave.
Well,
where's the heat?
Wait, what's freezing? 31? You're right on the border.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
So United flight coming up from Houston, flight 447. It's a 737-900ER, touching down 25 left. E-Man 506 with a $2 super chat is loving this new format. Genius.
Well, there were a couple moments when we thought, you know what, let's maybe not do a show at all, but at least there's this, right?
So we came back to the office. I think we left Imperial Hill just after 9 a.m. and we said, let's come back to the office. I was like, well, let's just do it right here. Everything's already set up. And Rudy's like, no, let's take this opportunity to finally put the new studio together. And I said, all right, fine. So it took about an hour and a half. We put it together, and I wasn't pleased with what I saw. There's a black background, and it's just a lot of black, and we gotta work on it. It's gonna take a little bit more time. We'll get there eventually. But I did make a comment. When I looked at that, I thought, that's what I broke my arm on?
Yeah.
That's what I broke my arm on? After all that, it didn't work?
Yeah. We finally put it together come January, and it's missing something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, I think I know what we're gonna do with it. Rudy brought this like disco light that we used for like New Year's Eve like a year ago, and he flashed it up against the black paper, and actually it added a lot. It looked like we were in a disco club, and I thought maybe the Big Sunday show probably shouldn't go that crazy.
Yeah. No.
We'll get there eventually.
Right now it's just like a black void.
This is American Jet International coming up from Houston, Texas, at Learjet 60. Also have Japan Airlines Flight 61, a 787-9 Dreamliner heading to Tokyo Narita. It's the next takeoff on 25 right.
I think viewers are now curious to know what the studio looks like.
The what?
They're curious to know what the studio looks like
The
now.
studio?
And I said, you know, I think today, because I kind of feel like we let everybody down, we're not doing a show from the hill today. Well, the very least we could do is, you know, showcase this brand new studio.
Yeah.
That was my kind of thought process. But yeah, it's not ready.
It's not ready. It's not ready. It basically would have looked like your two plane jockeys seen in a corner with black walls.
Yeah.
Not much depth. So we'll get there. We'll get there. It's gonna take some time. I knew it was gonna take some time, but at least we got the walls up finally after all these months.
It's all up now, and that corner is no longer a little. It was kind of like a storage corner.
Yeah.
So we cleared it up, and yeah, it just needs something.
But I will say, I was looking forward to showing you guys the Delta 737-200 model that we got last summer?
Yeah.
Same day we got these Southwest seats. These are actually Southwest 737-700 seats. We actually have 2 rows. So sit back, relax. The chairs actually, do they
I don't
go
think
back?
so. I don't think so. Should.
You're right there.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to move.
No, they're stationary. So where's the dream service here? 40 minutes later.
Oh boy. Armin V, one of our great mods, back with the super chat. Thank you so much. Armin says, best thing about streaming from the studio, you could just walk to the kitchen for some snacks and coffee. Studio looking great, Kevin. Welcome back, Rudy.
Yeah, that's kind of the next project. Where's the kitchen? This arrival is Alaska Airlines Flight 5 coming in from Washington Reagan National on the 737-800.
Sue with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Sue. Says Kevin, glad you got out of town. Rudy, glad to see you doing better using the 24-hour cameras. Looks great. Thank you so much, Sue.
Thank you.
That was good to get out of town.
I'm itching to get out of town now.
You're itching to get out of town?
Yeah, but you know, being sick for the last 2 weeks, I was basically at home. But it's good to be better now, and it's good to be here.
Yeah.
Definitely missed being part of the show.
Yes, we missed you. My gosh.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then just being home watching the Sunday show, it's so weird, you know, like not being there. So it's good to be here. And when I saw that it was going to rain today, I was getting worried, like, here's another Sunday show where I don't get to be a part of it. So I'm glad we at least have this kind of set up. Yeah. We do have a heavy lined up for takeoff. Japan Airlines Flight 61, the 787-9 Dreamliner headed out to Tokyo Narita.
Also have an arrival, American Airlines Flight 1699 coming in from Miami, and A321 Neo. All right, we're waiting for cameras to catch up. Let's go to the arrival. Wait for camera 2 to catch up to the departing flight. There's that American A321 Neo coming in from Miami, flight 1699. There's also an Air Union A330-300 heading to Mexico City, flight 7071. Be heading to the 25s here shortly. So you're looking at the Eagle's Nest. Now, remember, this area was going to be the new Terminal 9. Well, LAX decided to basically not build Terminal 9 or 0. Not going to have enough time before the Olympics. That was the main reason to add those gates. And apparently they don't actually need the extra gate space anymore either. So I don't know if you guys saw JetBlue, Spirit, and parts of American fly out of Terminal 5. Terminal 5, believe it or not, it's going to be demolished. All the all the airlines are going to be basically moved out of there in this fall, into October.
Wow.
Moved to possibly the new extension of the West Gates and other areas of LAX while they demolish Terminal 5 and rebuild it. Can you believe that?
That is going to be quite the construction project.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Terminal 5, and I've been saying this for a long time, is not my favorite terminal, but I was standing there as I left and I looked around. It actually is a beautiful terminal. So hopefully it just doesn't become like a big box.
Yeah, and it's so iconic. It's a Gulfstream G600.
Shell upgrading membership to gold here today. Thank you so much. Next arrival is Frontier Champ the Bronco livery, flight 1267. Coming in from Salt Lake City. It's an A320 Neo.
Takeoff is United Express 5872, taking off to Haley on the E175.
KLM Flight 601 committed from Amsterdam, a 787-10 Dreamliner, now just 11 minutes out. Looking like possibly a Southside arrival on 25 left. That Frontier flight committed from Salt Lake City, Champ the Bronco livery, flight 1267, A320 Neo. Next arrival, 25 left.
You know, I was not surprised that when we showed up to the hill this morning, there was basically nobody there. Just a couple of plane spotters.
Yeah, believe it or not, there was a lot of people there. It's just sitting in their car.
Oh. I didn't notice. Makes sense, though. I'd be doing the same heater on full blast.
Yeah. We're doing that Aero Union A330 all white Plane Jane, now heading to the 25s. Armin V, one of our great mods, back with the super chat. Thanks so much, Armin. Says, when you flew, was there a lot of snow on the ground below there in New York? It was really cold. So basically the snow I think they got last week was kind of still around, kind of icy a little bit. But here's the thing that I will say. You know, I'm from Michigan. I don't like cold. A lot of you guys know that. And I think I realized that New York was very beautiful because the sun was still out. Even though it was 17 degrees, the sun was still out, and that made a big difference. Now, winters in Michigan growing up, and the reason why I said I'm done with Michigan when I was a kid was that the winters were so dark and gloomy. The sun rarely ever showed itself during the winter time, and I said forget about it. That's why I moved out to Phoenix as a kid. But I think the East Coast is a little bit different when it comes to the winters. Yes, it's cold, but you guys, for the most part, still have your sun shining. That makes a big difference, and I think it was beautiful.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, no sun? Yeah, forget it. We need our sun.
Yes.
This arrival is FlexJet 373, coming in from Los Cabos on the Embraer Phenom 300.
I also have an AMEX Air all plain white 767-300ER heading to Cincinnati, flight 410. we'll be heading to the 25s as well.
Bishop 373, turn left on Alpha 7, turn left on Alpha, contact ground point 75.
All right, so real quick, if you guys are just tuning in, this is your Plane Jockeys back together here on a Sunday. Yeah, it looks a little different here today. We're not at an Imperial Hill. We did go to Imperial Hill this morning. I sat in the car probably about for half an hour looking at the clouds, looking at the rain, and said, there's no way we can even set up the equipment. Setting up the equipment in the rain is really hard to do because you can't protect anything until at least it's already set up. So that's a challenge in itself. One thing about setting up in the morning and then the rain coming later, it's a little easier to work with. But setting up, just didn't want to risk any of the equipment here today. We've been there, we've done that. Audio boards, no replacing the audio board. That's $700 an audio board. That seems to be the one thing that always goes bad in the rain, as well as computers and of course cameras. So been there, done it, and why not? We got these AI cameras up at the H Hotel. They're doing the dirty work for us here today.
Yes, we're very protective of our equipment. We take really good care of our stuff. So.
I'd rather spend the money on, you know, more AI cameras or more stuff like that than having to replace by making a stupid mistake of broadcasting out in the rain.
There you go. This arrival, Avianca 640 coming in from Guatemala City on the A320 Neo.
The things you learn after doing this for almost 4 years, you know?
Exactly.
Going Slightly Man with an awesome $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Going Slightly Man. Says, hi, guys. I'm so glad that Drew and I didn't come to the Hill today. We're shooting for one of the next 2 Sundays. I want to bring Olive the collie, yes, but I'm not sure if the proud bird would let her in. That's a good question. Yeah, that is a very good question. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I would definitely call ahead and ask just to make sure, but that's a good question. It'll be good to see you. It's been a while.
Yes, absolutely.
That Aero Union A330 is now lined up on 25 left.
And sometimes it takes a few seconds for the cameras to follow the action. If you think about it, Rudy, these AI cameras have been working really hard for the last just over a month.
Yeah, non-stop.
Non-stop.
It really is addicting, though.
Oh, yes.
Myself tuning in right as I wake up every morning, right before bed.
Next arrival is Frontier Ted, the Sea Turtle livery. It's an A320 Neo coming in from the Valley of the Sun at Phoenix, Arizona, flight 1061. Uh-oh.
Hello.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, you get the picture. Perfect.
Don't fail us now, AI.
Yeah, we need you.
Next arrival is Southwest Airlines flight 2275 coming in from Vegas, the 737-700. Miguel, yes, Miguel with the $2 super chat says, hey, Kevin, it was an honor meeting you yesterday. It was great to meet you, Miguel. Miguel was over there wearing his Plain Spot-er shirt.
Oh, nice.
You have a very firm handshake. Very firm.
Oh. So you were hanging out yesterday, huh?
Yes, I went to the Hill yesterday. Our friend Julian and his dad from New York were in town, so they wanted to hang out and do a little plane spotting. So I was out there for maybe a couple hours, and while I was there with Julian and his dad, a lot of people from all over the world coming by and saying, "Hey, what are you doing here? I didn't think you'd be here."
Oh, that's
So they
great.
got their goodie bags and their trading cards, though your trading card has not been given out in many weeks.
Yeah, I know. We need to get started on that. This arrival is Southwest Airlines 2275, coming in from Las Vegas on the 737-700.
Looks like AI Cam 1 having a little issue.
Scared of the rain?
Let's go to AI 2. That gives you a better shot of what potentially, eventually, will be Terminal 9, just not in time for the Olympics. We do have KLM Flight 601 committed from Amsterdam, a 787-10 Dreamliners, the next arrival here on the south side. 25 left.
Should be having a China Airlines cargo 777 freighter getting ready to take off to Taipei, flight 5137.
Nanny Needles back with the $2 super chat. Thanks so much, Nancy. Says it's sunny today here in Michigan. Well, there you go.
Like the one time?
The one time, right, Nancy, so far this year? I know you guys get the sun, but it's just something different about the sun during the wintertime in, like, New York. I don't know.
Huh.
Maybe I'm wrong. Going Slightly Mad, back with the $10.11 super chat. Thank you so much. Going Slightly Mad says, I'll call the proud bird. We should always go to the In-N-Out. Want barbecue? Yes, you want barbecue there at the Proud Bird. Drew and I are participating in the 5K family walk in Ontario on February 8th. Walk on the runway. Ooh.
Yes, I saw that. What, 2 weeks away? Yeah, I was thinking of you. I'm like, I bet you anything they're going to do it.
That sounds really cool.
The walk on the runway part sounds cool. I don't know about the 5K part.
That's nothing.
Let's go.
KLM, the Dreamliner, touching down there on 25 left. Grey Ghost with the $2 super chat. It's sad you will miss the lofty Lufthansa Yankee Tangy, but better to be safe. Yeah, unless that could be a south side arrival. You never know.
Yeah.
It looks a little different here today because we're not actually out in the field here today. We're in the office playing it safe, not trying to destroy any of the equipment.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. Why do I look different?
Well, the deadline to register is February 7th, going Slightly Mad says.
But that's on a Sunday, right?
Oh, it is?
I think so. That takeoff was American Eagle 4936, taking off to Portland on the E175.
Next takeoff is JetBlue, Flight 424, heading to JFK in the A321neo.
This one's meant for big things.
There was a woman that got on the flight the other day at JFK, and she's like, what's the name of this plane? She's asking the flight attendants, what's the name of this plane? Apparently, there's usually a plaque as you enter the plane where it says the name of the airplane, and apparently the plaque wasn't there. And so she was like, what is the name of this plane?
I've seen the name on the TV monitors. Sometimes it's on there, so another place to look.
Air Canada Flight 553 heading to Vancouver. 737 MAX 8 will be the next takeoff on 25 right.
Oh, it's on a Saturday.
right, line up and wait.
Does that pique your interest?
Wait a minute. I have something that day.
Oh.
I'm unavailable.
He's unavailable. Unavailable.
Yeah. Sorry. Maybe next year.
There's some nasty weather just north of LAX.
75, if you continue west on Hotel, taxi Hotel, Lima Hotel.
Air France Flight 22 coming up from Paris, a 777-300ER, just 9 minutes out, looking like a south side arrival on 25 left.
Looking at British Airways 283, making an interesting turn.
Oh yeah, look at that. This flight coming in from Phoenix, NetJets Flight 681, Cessna 680A, citation latitude. Got that Air Canada. Flight now taking off, 25 right.
Keep straight up Alpha 7, Alpha ground point 75.
3452, RNAV Dr. Roman 25 right, let's take off. Air Canada 553, contact Louisville departure.
Rudy had mentioned China Airlines cargo flight 5137 heading to Taipei, a 777 freighter will be heading to the 25s.
Right, line up and wait, traffic across downfield.
We have a special about to land, Louisiana 1.
LA Tower, wind 10010, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Isn't this the one that Louisiana 1, isn't that the one that later Tater does not like?
I think you're right. That's interesting. This takeoff, Alaska Skywest 3452, taking off to Reno on the E175.
All right, let's head to the special livery Southwest Louisiana 1, still on a 737-700, committed from Tucson, Arizona.
2275, cross runway 25 right at Lima, contact ground point 75. Go 3452, contact Louisville departure.
Takeoff on 25 right, a flight heading to Vegas, American Airlines flight 2388, a 737-800.
Cross 25 right and ground on the southwest.
Picture 321, hold short runway 25 left.
I'm just waiting for the rain to start coming down.
Oh, is it going to start raining again?
I don't know. That was the plan, right?
No, now we're inside. Now it's not going to rain. No, I think it's going to rain again. It's
oh, it's coming.
It's coming, for sure. All right. The corporate jet, Flex Jet Flight 526, coming in from Vegas, Bombardier Challenger 300.
next arrival is Air France, the 777 from Paris. It's flight 22.
Doing that China Airlines cargo 777 freighter, as well as that ABX Air, the Plane Jane, all heading to the 25s. There in the distance, you've seen China Cargo Airlines flight 222 heading to Shanghai, the 777 freighter. We'll also be heading to the 25s.
American 1658, traffic will cross down blue, runway 25 right, full length, line away.
Left right, full length 25 right, American 1658.
We look like we have suntans? It's probably just the lighting. I look like I've been sweating because I have. We were putting up that studio for like maybe an hour and a half. Yeah, it was a lot of work. So
Sure, look really good. I need sun.
Oh, you need sun.
I need the sun. I feel like I've been indoors for the last month.
1658, wind 140 at center. Hornet Doctor, runway 25 right, full length, take off.
Alright, clear takeoff 25 right, full length, RNAV Docker, American 1658.
You know, being sick is the worst because you know you have all this stuff you have to get done, all this work, and it's just wait.
Yeah.
Foxtrot, cross 25 left, hold short 25 right, MH 410 heavy.
American 658 at Foxtrot, give way to the Emperor. American 658, hold short of Foxtrot.
Alright, hold short of Foxtrot, American 658.
So we also have American Airlines flight 2543 coming in from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. 787-8 Dreamliner, just 4 minutes out, looking like a arrival on 25 left.
LAX Air 767 crossing over the 25 right. China Airlines Cargo 777 lined up on, will be lining up momentarily.
Uniform heads off Central Tower, caution control and heavy 777 holding in position. Wind 1408, runway 25 left. Time C51, 37 heavy, traffic on a 5-mile final, wind 140 at 8 RNAV hyper, runway 25 left.
25 left for China. Sorry. Two-five left for China Airlines Cargo.
American 658.
Let's go back now.
Gotta go with whatever the AI cameras want to do here. What?
A little bit of mist there.
Missed.
Blowing all the water from the runway. Up next, we have the Air France 777 arrival.
Miguel becoming a silver member once again. Thank you so much, Miguel.
Doctor, runway 25 right, that Foxtrot, good for takeoff.
On that dock, clear for takeoff,
The one thing I like about days like today is the contrast that we get from the sky.
Yes, indeed.
It's like at the same time, we also have the ADX Air 767 now rolling on 25 right.
Plane Jane. Next arrival is at American Airlines 787-8 Dreamliner coming in from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. American Airlines flight 2543.
We also have the Cargo King getting ready to take off to Shanghai. China Cargo Airlines 222.
And it looks like Speedbird British Airways flight 283 coming in from London Heathrow, 777-300ER, just 4 minutes away.
100 at Niner, RNAV Doctor, runway 25 right, go for takeoff. American 658 LHR, runway 25 right, line up.
You know, I will say this, Rudy, and right after my surgery, I would plug into the north side lockdown cameras, remember? And I would sit there and kind of just direct it, whatever, and talk. It's amazing how it's so different when you're not out there experiencing the feels, basically, of being out there plane spotting. It's much different than being here in the office.
It's very different, and I am not wearing headphones or anything today, so I'm literally not hearing anything.
Oh, that's rude. That's true. You're not hearing. Oh boy.
I don't have the sounds. I don't have the smells. So if I get a little quiet, I think you can understand
You're
why.
gonna fall asleep over there.
Take a nap. Flight time on the Streamliner is 3 hours and 11 minutes.
Deborah Pohill with a $30 super chat. Thanks so much, Deborah. Says, hey, Kevin and Rudy, good to see you both. Great trip, Kevin. I'm not 100% about this, but heard Lufthansa is bringing the A380 to Denver this summer. Can't wait. Thank you for all that you guys do. You heard correctly there,
Yes,
Deborah. Yeah.
That is true. It's happening.
Can you believe that? You know, the one thing I wonder when I heard about that was, so they built an A380 gate at some point, huh? All these years, let me turn down the south microphone. All these years, and they probably built that A380 gate. Maybe, well, I don't know. Did they build it in the last couple of years? Was it sitting around for the last 10 years? And finally they got an A380 there in Denver. So, yeah, congrats to Denver getting their first A380.
Yes, very nice.
Last 1430, over time, runway 25 right, line up and wait.
25 right, line up and wait, last 1430.
American 658, contact local departure.
American 658, get it.
Next takeoff is United Airlines flight 1819 heading to Chicago O'Hare. 737 at max 8.
Well, thank you, Laura Combs. I like your comments.
What's that?
Laura's been scrolling through other plane spotting feeds. AVL has her hooked and spoiled.
Oh, well, thank you.
And you have to say, it's a pretty crystal clear shot given the weather conditions.
Alaska 1430, wind 120 at 8, RNAV, Doctor, runway 25 right, go for takeoff.
This is United Airlines 1819 taking off to Chicago on the MAX 8.
Another corporate jet about to touch down on 25 left. FlexJet flight 335 coming up from Cabo. It's Embraer Predator 500. Predator. Is it Predator?
Did you say Predator?
I said Predator. Rawr.
next takeoff is Alaska Airlines 1430 taking off to Los Cabos on the 737-900ER.
Speedbird up next for arrival on 25 left. You guys are all asking, who are you rooting for, Kevin? Who are you rooting for, Kevin? Talking about the NFL here today, huh? Who's playing again? Eagles and Washington, right?
No idea.
I think I'll go for the Washington, and I think I'll go for the Bills. How about that? Washington and Bills. All right, there is Speedbird, the 777-300ER, flight 283, coming from London Heathrow. 13-year-old bird.
Heavy traffic on a 12-mile final, runway 25 left final moving.
Runway 25 left, align away, okay, 222.
Resting 370 LA Tower, Joshua Charlotte, heavy 777 will depart the outboard, runway 25 right 9 foot.
I kind of feel bad, Rudy, that you're not hearing the sounds.
Well, we're so close to the airport that I can actually hear some of the arrivals from here.
Oh, you can? Yeah, on the north side, yeah.
That's about it.
Plane, Trains, and Things with an awesome $20 super jet. Thank you so much, Plane, Trains, and Things. It's good to see you both on the air with us, AVL family. Glad you took your trip. Kevin, Rudy, can you plug an earphone in there so you can immerse in the aircraft sounds?
I mean, I technically could.
We need a splitter, right?
No. I could just use my... But then now I'm wearing a headset.
Oh, no. You'd have to... Yeah, it has to go through the computer.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm okay.
So basically, the sounds in the ATC, believe it or not, are you ready for this? Might go over your head, are actually coming directly from the H Hotel. There are no microphones here at the office. There is no ATC here at the office. This is all being fed to us directly from high atop the H Hotel, as well as the cameras. Can you believe that? That is technology.
So I can't just plug into the audio
No.
board.
We do have a takeoff happening on the 25 left. And there we go. Cargo King. All That's Random becoming a silver member once again. Thank you so much, All That's Random. And Francis also gifting one Airline Videos Live membership here today. Thank you so much, Francis.
No, thank you. We also have the Korean Air Cargo 777 freighter now taxiing to the runway. We'll be taking off to Seoul, flight 8208.
Lufthansa Queen in the retro livery, flight 456, heading to the north side. Fortunately, we don't have the north side cameras up just yet. They will be installed not next week, but the week after. So hopefully by mid-February, we will have the new north side AI stream from high atop the H Hotel. We'll give you both sides of the airport.
That is really exciting.
Yes.
Yeah. And you're probably wondering why we're in the office today and not out there. It should be raining again sometime this afternoon.
It will.
Yeah.
Let me just say this. If we decided to say, you know what, Rudy? It doesn't look like it's going to rain. Let's go back out to the hill and set up. You know what's going to happen, right? Downpour right on your poor plane jockeys.
Yes. Of course.
It's called Murphy's Law. And Plane, Trains, and Things gifting 5 Airline Videos Live memberships. Thank you so much, Plane, Trains, and Things.
Very nice. Thank you. This arrival is United Airlines 1013 coming in from Denver on the A321neo.
Gotta love those Neos.
Very sleek looking.
Green 820 heavy Los Angeles Tower. Next arrival 8 miles final, runway 25 left line point.
Line up and ready, runway 25 left, Korean 8208.
That was 5370 RNAV Docker, wind 1107, runway 25.
United needs to install some suites on their A321 Neos.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be
And Delta
very
too.
sweet.
Delta, you need some suites on there as well. Need to sweeten it up.
Got 6403 Los Angeles Tower.
Let's
runway
make it
25
happen,
left line point.
Captain.
You know, it's funny because, you know, when we take trips, and this is nothing new, and of course I did it this past week, going to JFK, and I wasn't going to tell you guys where I was going, by the way. That was, we were really going to, like, try to keep that on the not, so here's what happened. Last Sunday, I said, well, maybe I'll tell you guys where I'm going, and everyone, including this one over here, said, do not do it. So, hold on a second here. I think we're hearing some bacon. Whoa, we haven't heard bacon. All right, there we go.
Is the stove on?
So, I go to Terminal 5, and the metal detector goes off. And I was talking to our friend Allison N, one of our great mods, and I was like, Allison, the metal detector went off. I've got to tell people about that because that was a subject of conversation since I ever had my surgery. Kevin, are you going to set off the alarms when you go and travel? And so I sat there in Terminal 5 talking to Allison. I said, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to tell everyone where we're going. A lot of people already figured out where I was going anyway, but I've got to tell everyone that the alarm went off. So I decided, let's go along for a ride. So the point of me telling you guys this is that I think these airlines are onto us, Rudy. They know when we're flying, and they're expecting us to give an instant review live on social media. So JetBlue was watching my every move heading to JFK. I don't know if they were watching on the way back, but they were liking the post on Twitter X.
Oh. Well then.
So they're watching, you know?
They are.
They are.
Ooh. You know, you could have just told everybody about your metal detector story and not disclosed your destination.
Yeah, but I'd like to take you all along for a ride. I know a lot of people you guys all enjoy that, and I actually enjoy it too because I feel like, you know, I was by myself. I wasn't with anyone, so it does get kind of lonely.
I told Allison, I'm like, he's lucky I'm not standing next to him, you know, last Sunday, because I would have...
5403.
Stop it.
Arn at the Docker.
She would have what?
Stop talking.
Speaking of JetBlue, it's our next arrival. Flight 323 coming in from JFK in the A321 Neo.
Understood the assignment.
Delta 1972 Los Angeles Tower. Try to hold the position, wind 1207, runway 25 left, good line. Wingspan 92 Los Angeles Tower, next arrival 8 mile final, runway 25 left on point.
So we call that a 2-for-1 shot. CRJ taking off on 25 right.
United Express 5403 taking off to Aspen.
Next takeoff is a heavy Turkish Airlines flight 180 heading to Istanbul, an A350-900. Bill with a $5 super chat. Good to see you, Bill. Says I wasn't around when you implemented the 24/7 live streams. Can you briefly describe how they came to be and the technology behind them?
Cross runway 25 right at Lima, contact ground point 75.
So I can't really explain the technology behind them other than they're run. No one's operating the camera. That's basically what I can say. No one is operating the camera. They are highly intelligent cameras, working very hard. Now, how did this all come to be? Well, you know, I shattered my shoulder back in August, and I think for the longest time, a lot of people always, especially when I was at the H Hotel, people were like, Kevin, can't you put some cameras, a 24-hour live feed, or do something at the H Hotel? You have the space. And I think Rudy and I have talked about this. I'm sorry to be leaning over here, but I feel like I got to lean into this mic so you guys
like,
can hear
are you gonna
me.
fall over?
I know, I'm like, oh. Everyone's like, is Kevin okay? He's like leaning on the table over there. I'm just leaning because I'm trying to get into the microphone over here. So I shattered the shoulder, and I didn't know how long it would be for me to get back to doing shows during the week. And of course, Rudy was helping running the camera for at least 2.5 months on the Sunday shows. I couldn't do a show on my own during the week until about a month and a half ago or so. And so I think Rudy and I, certainly after the surgery, we found what we already had, and we put together the north side camera. It was a lockdown camera situation. It is still up, and it is what it is. It's certainly not the AI camera here on the south side. But we needed something to fill the gap during the week. And we thought, well, just, we've got a location, we can put the cameras in securely, and let's just put it together. And I think we put that thing together in a couple of hours and hit the live button, and the rest is history. But of course, if you know your plane jockey, Kevin, and of course Rudy does, I'll sit there and I'll stare at it over and over throughout the course of the day, and I'll say, well, this is great and everything, but we got to find a way to make these cameras move and follow the action.
Yeah.
So I reached out to some people that know how to do stuff like this, broadcast engineers in the past that I've worked with, and I came to them and said, is this possible? And they said, absolutely. I said, really? Because I have no idea how to make this work. So I hired the right people to come on board and create this one-of-a-kind thing for the channel. And of course, it's going to grow. This is obviously not the only 2 cameras are going to be installing. We're going to be installing the north side here in the next couple weeks. And no stopping. More AI cameras at other airports around the world.
Oh, yeah. That arrival was Delta 1972 coming in from San Jose, Costa Rica on the 757-200.
I think a big question a lot of people have, and people have said in the chat, since we brought this AI cameras, is Kevin, be very careful. Do not let the AI cameras replace you and Rudy. And it's not. And of course, on a day like today, we... how do we describe a day like today? This is not
it's
a
nice
normal
resource.
This is not a normal show. This is kind of just protecting the gear so it doesn't get rained on, and we don't have to ruin the gear. But at the same time, this gives us the ability to do a show remotely. Can you imagine the possibilities of you and I sitting here? Let's say we had cameras here at LAX. Let's say we had cameras in Chicago, New York, Atlanta, many different places, and the Sunday show all of a sudden becomes, let's go check in Chicago. Let's go check in on New York. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
We don't necessarily have to just be here in Los Angeles. Now, how fun would that be? Now, with that being said, don't worry, Rudy and I are not going anywhere.
You got that right. It's the Turkish A350-900 taking off to Istanbul, flight 180.
Oh yes, of course, Phoenix.
So the 1972.
SFO is on my radar because of the double landings on the 2.8s.
Oh yes.
You gotta. Can you imagine the AI cameras at SFO grabbing the double landings on the 2.8s?
That would be something else.
Brian D with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Brian. Says, hi, Kevin Rudy. Sending lots of good vibes to you and the LA community. Wishing everyone safety and strength during this challenging time. Thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you.
Porter E2 arrival on 25 left.
Coming in from Toronto.
Bill back with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Bill. Says you are virtually, no pun intended, trying to become the virtual rail fan. I'm sure you know that channel of Plane Spotting. Yes, the train. What do they call it?
Rail fanners?
No, well, so Plane Spotting is aviation. What do they call the train?
Yeah, rail fanners.
Rail fan?
Right. Yeah.
We sure about that?
Sounds odd, right?
Yeah, the 493 Los Angeles Tower, runway 25 right.
No, I don't think we're trying to become virtual rail fan. I mean, they've got PTZ cameras all over the U.S. I mean that.
64 Bravo for corner.
In that aspect, it's much. I will say this: they've got a much easier setup than tracking planes. Tracking planes. It's a lot more detailed than you guys think it is, and it takes a lot of money for the software and the programming and everything to get this going.
And 493, the Airbus heading southbound to shoreline on after Dockers.
This takeoff is Spirit Airlines 580 taking off to Philly on the A321neo.
Next arrival is Viva Aerobus Flight 510 coming in from Guadalajara. It's an A320.
580, contact with departure, thanks.
Well, this is different.
Welcome.
It is different, yes. All right, Viva Aerobus touching down 25 left. They have a United A321neo rolling it down at 25 right.
Order 663, cross runway 25 right at Juliet, and contact ground, 121.75.
Guess we'll make it official top of the hour once again. Just after 1 p.m. here in cloudy, rainy Los Angeles, California. You are watching the Big Sunday Show, a little differently here from the studio of Airline Videos Live here on January 26, 2025. And we are your plane jockeys here at the office, here, official world headquarters of AVL. Thanks you guys for tuning in here today. Being a little cautious here today. Lots of rain here in Southern California. Rain that we desperately need, but rain that doesn't need to get our equipment wet and destroyed. So we've decided to utilize our AI cameras from high atop the H Hotel here today. Still give you a show here. Good to have you back there, Rudy.
Yeah, good to be back. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Yeah, this is a little different, but at least we get to hang out still on a Sunday. So thanks so much for tuning in.
Absolutely. Of course, we still take you outside, all the action. American Airlines Flight 1711 heading to Reagan National, A321neo would be our next takeoff on 25 right. Next arrival, as you see right there, Spirit Airlines Flight 810 coming from Atlanta, Georgia. It's an A320neo.
That yellow is really popping.
It is, oh yeah. Another Spirit flight coming in from Vegas, flight 259 at another A320neo, now just 2 minutes out.
When you were at the TWA hotel, did it make you think of the times that you've been there in the past?
Did it make me think of the times I was there in the past? Of course. Yes.
Memories.
Here's the one thing I was really bummed about, and I told you already, Rudy. Their checkout on the main lobby, there was this really... What was the name of that coffee? It's a name brand coffee, and they had a little coffee place. Yeah. It's no longer there. It's gone. I was just kind of disappointed. It was the best part of waking up was go get your coffee there. So hopefully they'll find another coffee company to come in and take that space. Cause definitely need your coffee there at the TWA hotel. But yeah, I mean, it's always a good vibe there. You know, everyone's always having a good time, and you know, as I said, most people were in the pool. I was hanging out upstairs in the chalet.
Ah, that's the place to be. Well, I can't wait to go back there someday.
You can't wait to go back there, huh?
Yeah. This takeoff is Spirit Airlines 1366 taking off to Baltimore on the A321neo.
Viva 510, cross 325 right into Quebec, and contact ground 1.75. Wing 1366, contact
And we've had a lot of viewers ask about the 24-hour show.
Oh yeah.
Do we have the dates confirmed?
I don't know. Do we have dates confirmed?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you gave me the dates yesterday.
Yeah, well, I just want to make sure that the hotel knows
Oh.
before we say anything.
I think we'll probably be okay. I guess we should probably hold off on that then.
Okay, yes. We have the dates solidified. We just need to make sure the hotel's okay with it because we don't want to just impose.
Show up.
Yeah, hi. 24-hour live stream.
Go figure. A 24-hour live stream at the H Hotel. See, you got to plan out these things. You gotta,
Yeah,
you know, make sure that they know you're there.
exactly.
Tower 3634 Los Angeles Tower, a Phenom will hold its position, wind 130.
Our next arrival is at Spirit Flight 259 coming up from Vegas, A320 Neo. Do we want to give people at least an idea of
We can.
the Friday and Saturday when it is?
Jet 373
Yeah, we
Los Angeles
can.
Tower, you ready runway 25 left?
25 left, we are ready.
I'll confirm it with them tomorrow.
Arrival 7 mile final, runway 25 left.
Shouldn't be a problem, but just the guys.
Do you guys want to pencil it in? But
Yeah, pencil it in.
Yeah, pencil it in until we officially confirm with the hotel. But just so you can pencil it in, we're looking at Friday, June 20th, the start of the 24-hour live stream. What do we do? 11 a.m.
11 a.m. to 11 a.m. Yeah.
So that will conclude on Saturday the 21st. The nice part about it being on these dates, I think it's 1 week later than we usually do, is Father's Day weekend is the weekend before. So I'll get to spend time with my dad
There
this
you go,
time,
yeah.
and anybody else who wants to, celebrate with their families, their fathers, and then we can have our 24-hour live stream.
All right. So give us pencil in this date one more time.
Yeah, so Friday the 20th of June into Saturday the 21st.
All right. Well, that weekend sounds familiar. Were we on a trip last year? June 20th?
I think so. Was that
That was. It sounds like that might have been
Boston?
Boston
Yeah.
at St. Martin week.
I think so.
Boy, oh boy. Already coming up on a year. 7 people.
Tower, traffic crossing, Foxtrot, more full length, runway 25 right line.
Flight heading to Reagan National. Flight 6, a 737-800 heading to 25 right.
Jet 373, contact with right.
We do have a United 787-9 Dreamliner heading to Shanghai. Flight 198 heading down to 25 right. Ron and Linda back with a $25 super chat through PayPal. Thanks so much, Ron and Linda. Says news from Denver: the A380 Lufthansa service to Munich starting April 30th, 2025 for the summer. Glad you got your flying fix. Sent Rudy a gift through the AVL address. That was the one thing I forgot to go to yesterday. I forgot to go to the BO box. Thank you, Ron and Linda. Yeah, it was good to be back on a plane, taking a little short trip. And hopefully I'll be on another plane here soon. I think it was kind of a test to, just kind of get back into the swing of things, being at the airport and being around all those people and, the tight spaces on a plane and stuff like that. Just wanted to make sure, you're good to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Though there was somebody, believe it or not, on the flight to JFK, the guy in front of me had a shoulder problem, and he actually requested assistance from someone at the airport to put his luggage in the overhead.
There you go. See?
So it can be done.
It's a sign. This takeoff is JetBlue 388 taking off to Boston on the A321neo.
So he was sitting there. He had a brace on, and he took the brace off. And so as we're getting off the plane, it looked like he was in a lot of pain, and he was just kind of like kept on getting up and moving around. And finally, I asked him. I said, "What did you do to your arm?" He goes, "I hurt the rotator cuff or something like that." I said, "Oh." I said, "Did you have surgery on it yet?" He goes, "No." Boy, he was in a lot of pain. I said, "Oh, I just had surgery on my arm. They had to basically put my whole arm back together, even including the rotator cuff." He looked down at me. He's like, "And you're okay?" I said, "Yeah, for the most part. I mean, there's things here and there or whatever, but I'm certainly not walking around the plane like I'm in pain." I mean, he looked like he was miserable.
Oh, that's not good.
So, sometimes, I think sometimes in life you think that you're not further along than you should be in certain things. And when you see something like that, you do realize that, for the major surgery that I had back in September and where I am at this point, really only about 4.5 months later, I think we're off to a pretty good start. So
yeah, absolutely.
I think he looked at me. He was like, "You're getting around that well after having that type of surgery?" So yeah,
I'm sure he's like, "There's hope. It's
hope,
gonna be okay."
Yeah.
This arrival is Delta Connection 3766 coming in for Tucson on the E175. Just got word that my good friend operated flights, but sadly landed on the north side, so we missed it.
Solar 1714 Los Angeles Tower, good afternoon, wind 160 at 6, runway 25 left, good line. Jet 635, contact for the pressure.
Bill Platt back with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Bill. This is crazy to think Plane Spotter would have in an office at a hotel to conduct operations. The window of American dream gets smaller, but you figured it out regardless. I'm happy for you. Thank you so much, Bill. Actually, this office is not actually at the H Hotel. No H Hotel. We should have an office. We should have a room at the H Hotel for as much time as we spend over there, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. AVL Suites. This takeoff is United Airlines 198 taking off to Shanghai on the 787-9 Dreamliner.
Next arrival is Alaska Airline Flight 1335 coming up from Belize City, a 737-900ER.
Got 3634, cross runway 25 right at Lima, then contact ground point 75. Yeah, the 198 heavy, contact for departure. Right, 2014 Los Angeles Tower, wind 1407, runway 25 left, good line.
Oh boy.
Joe with the super chat. Thanks so much, Joe. This is welcome, Kevin Rudy. Saw Rita on the hill today. Didn't get to see you guys today. Is dinner at the Proud Bird tonight?
Oh, Rita.
Rita's at the hill.
I feel bad. She showed up thinking we were going to be there.
Rita's probably sitting there at the hill saying, "What's wrong? There's no rain here."
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
What's wrong with you guys? And I had a feeling this was going to happen too.
What's that?
just, we're here and there's no rain. Where's the rain?
I know. As we were setting up the other studio, it was pouring outside.
Yeah.
And ever since we started this live stream, it looks like it's dry outside now. Murphy's Law, I'm telling you.
Alaska Airlines Flight 6 taking off to Washington, Reagan National on the 737-800 Huatkawani livery.
No one told Rita.
Canada 788 RNAV Docker, wind 1407, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. Yeah, 1774 Los Angeles Tower, runway 25 right line on runway.
Runway 25 right, runway 97.
Last 6, contact local departure.
Thank you, Harry. Harry saying this is very interesting with the format here today. And it's not my first choice, Harry. I would rather be out at Imperial Hill. And of course, I got there this morning preparing to do a live stream at Imperial Hill. But it was raining. And like we discussed, it's to put the equipment up in the rain is not a good thing to do because you can't protect the equipment at the same time trying to put everything back up. So this is what it is here today. We'll be back at Imperial Hill next Sunday.
Yeah, trust me, I want to go back. There was a moment as we were finishing setting up the studio earlier where we were like, do we just not do a show today, like at all?
How many times today did I say, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Now, here's the thing. We have a Tuesday show. If the weather is okay tomorrow, I will make sure I get out to Imperial Hill and give you guys a show for a couple hours, maybe 4 hours tomorrow, Monday, just to make up for the lack of no show at Imperial Hill here today. So tomorrow's another day, as we always say here at AVL.
Isn't it supposed to rain tomorrow too?
Is it?
This takeoff is United Airlines 1774 taking off to Las Vegas on the 737-800.
Remember the days, Rudy, when we were the only ones broadcasting on a Sunday at LAX?
Yeah. I remember those good old times.
Yeah.
United 1774, contact local departure.
So is it really going to rain tomorrow? Maybe early. Maybe I could do like a later afternoon show at Imperial Hill on Monday tomorrow. So
that sounds good.
The good news is that I don't have PT anymore on Mondays, so Mondays is more open for me to do things like that, to make up for lost live streams or whatever it may be. So
there you go. Perfect. Maybe Mondays will sting a little less now. So that arrival was Alaska Horizon 2014 coming in from Las Vegas. The takeoff, American Airlines Flight 1994 taking off to Phoenix on the 737-800.
beep, beep.
This is a big week for me. We have a big concert this Friday.
Oh?
Big concert. Every couple years, I bring back our alumni students, so all the high school students, college students, and beyond who used to be in my class will come back and join us for a performance. So we have rehearsals all week, and then of course the concert being Friday. So big week.
Just real quick, you see right there, that's a 767-300ER United. We don't see those at LAX too often. Coming in from Newark, flight 2679, arrived on the north side.
Why not stream every day for 2 weeks? That's a wild idea.
What's that? Stream every day?
Every day. It's a Challenger 350 coming in from Las Vegas, Net Jets 788.
Go 285 Los Angeles Tower, wind 190 at 5, runway 25 left.
Skittles with a $25 super chat through PayPal. Thank you so much, Skittles. Is glad to see you all are getting rain. The coast of Washington could not be more beautiful today. Also, could we not be more proud of how you've expanded Avial's viewing capabilities since the surgery? Thank you so much, Skittles.
Thank you.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought, 6 months ago that we'd be sitting here on a Sunday inside studio, inside the office, not having to run a camera.
This is odd. It's different.
Now, I will say this is fine for today, but don't worry, we're not going to rely on this for Sundays from here on out.
I couldn't do this every Sunday. We're staring at walls basically on the other side, and I'd rather be staring at the airport, and looking at being around the other plane spotters and the energy out there at Imperial Hills. So, and don't get me wrong, I'm really happy to see you, but the last 2.5 weeks that I've been at home sick, I have not been able to socialize, and I was looking forward to meeting some viewers today, but now I don't get to.
Maybe the brown bird is in our forecast.
I hope
later.
so. Something. I was telling a friend a couple days ago, I'm like, I miss people. I miss
people.
Socializing, and I had social plans the last couple of days, and I had to cancel because I was so sick I couldn't even get out of the house. So I'm bummed that I don't get to meet viewers today. So this is not a permanent new setup here.
No, this is not.
No.
Don't worry. We're having fun, but this is not the fun that we normally have on a Sunday. Rudy can't even hear the planes
I can't
right
hear
now.
anything, so yeah, and I'm missing being a brand ambassador today. So
Yes. Well, he's got some cards he's gonna sign.
Oh yeah.
Over there as well.
Yes.
All right, another corporate jet, another flex jet coming in from La Paz. Praetor. Also have the Star Alliance United 757-200 taken off. Flight heading to Houston, flight 1591.
Yeah, 1027 Los Angeles Tower, runway 25 right, full length, line up and wait.
Runway 25 right, full length, line up and wait, United 1027.
Yeah, it's 1591.
Oh, Rita's in the chat. Rita, were you at the hill?
Flight 600, safe parking. Flight 600, taxi signature via Alpha and monitor ground point 75.
But Rita can confirm that it was raining at the hill.
It definitely was raining.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm still kind of getting over this bronchitis. As soon as I got out of my car, I was coughing up a storm. Nope, don't need to go back there.
No, we don't
That
need.
was awful.
We don't need Rudy to rebound. Is that what you would call it?
Backtrack. Or
Backtrack.
just go back to. Oh, that was probably the worst I've ever been sick in my life. I don't wish that on anybody. It was awful. This arrival is American Eagle 6285 coming in from Salt Lake City on the E175.
Have another heavy heading to 25 right. Japan Airlines flight 69 heading to Osaka 787-9 Dreamliner. Rita, there was some sprinkles earlier. Now it was coming down.
When I showed up, and it's weird because when I left my house, there was no rain. And as soon as I got to the hill, it was pouring cats and dogs.
Yeah. A relapse. That's what I was. Relapse. We don't need Rudy relapsing. This flight heading to Chicago, O'Hare United Airlines flight 1027 and the A321 Neo.
United 1027, contact with departure.
1027.
The Japan Airline Dreamliner should be the next takeoff on 25 right. Also, Delta Airlines Flight 773 is 767-300ER, just 2 minutes out, coming in from JFK.
Japan Air 69 Heavy, Los Angeles Tower, advise ready.
Japan 69 Heavy.
Rudy, I have to admit, these seats are not very comfortable to sit in after an hour or so.
No.
Not
very much.
Not the mid suite, that is for sure.
Now that would be nice to have.
Japan Air 69 Heavy is ready.
Negative, we are not ready, Japan 69 Heavy.
Japan Air 69 Heavy, advise when ready.
Otherwise, when ready, Japan 69 Heavy.
Avianca arriving at 25 left, coming in from San Salvador, flight 524. It's an A320neo. So we know that Japan Airlines Dreamliner heading to Osaka, flight 69 should be the next takeoff. 25 right.
And Bravo, Charlie 4 to the box, Tower 6285.
524, safe parking.
Renee says, you should have gone first class. I had to say it. Man, how come we didn't buy first class seats when we bought these seats? What were we thinking buying Southwest 737-700 seats?
I don't think they had any available. Otherwise, it would have been like, hey, get that.
Though I will say, we bought 2 rows of these, and it looks like no one ever sat in them. I mean, it looks like they probably put them on a 737-700 and within months probably took it out of service.
Yeah, in mint condition.
Yes. All right, here's that Delta 767-300ER coming in from JFK. Next arrival on 25 left.
Flight time is 6 hours and 3 minutes.
Flyer KG gifting 5 Airline Videos Live memberships. Thank you so much, Flyer KG. And the Flight Deck Live at the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Flight Deck Live. Says, Kevin, could you talk a bit about the difference in tech between what you use and what Jerry at Big Jet TV uses? He's received a lot of attention for his streams during severe weather at London Heathrow. So the question's probably more about normal equipment. So as you can see, this computer that we're using today, this is the computer that we would normally use for a live stream. That is the big difference. Jerry does not have a computer out where he is. He doesn't also have an audio board. Been through, I think, 5 or 6 of these things in the last 4 years. Yep. Bubble machine, anything that gets in there, it just destroys the inside of these machines. So between these 2 things that you see right here, audio and computer, these are 2 things, some of the most expensive 2 things in a live stream that Jerry does not have. Jerry has a camera that connects to basically a backpack. He uses Teradek, but I think he's starting to use the YOLO boxes, which we use sometimes for the Aviation on the fly and certainly the behind the scenes. That is certainly the difference with the YOLO box as well as the Teradek. So basically, those are encoders, and what basically those encoders are doing is taking the place of a computer, not the audio board, but basically the computer. So with the Teradek, he's basically just plugging in to this encoder. The encoder then takes that up to the cloud. Jilly takes it down from the cloud and then puts the graphics on and stuff like that. Now the problem is, and maybe it's not a problem. It's a little loud here. Rudy can't hear. What's going on out there? Oh, we got the Japan Airlines Dreamliner taking off. I'll continue the talk here in a second.
It's Japan Airlines Flight 69 taking off to Osaka on the 787-9 Dreamliner.
So Jerry cannot, with super, he doesn't really, well, they don't do super chats, but even if you gift a membership, he can't put it on the screen, so he doesn't have that ability to interact with the audience like we do, and that's not something that he really does, so it's not a problem for him. Now, so with that being said, when Jerry's out in the rain and whatever, he's basically got the camera and the tripod and his pterodactyl or whatever he's using that day, and that's it. And then Jilly's basically doing all the work on the other side. That works for them. It's not really something that would work with our format here. The Aviation on the Fly was a condensed version of our main shows to basically try to get rid of the computer. Now, when we take the computer to locations where there's not power, that is a problem, because this computer sucks up so much power, even when we have the jackeries. So when we carry those small little jackeries with us, they go through like water when we have to basically take this. So the YOLO box, the smaller encoder, the battery lasts a lot longer. It doesn't suck up energy like this does. So it does work very well when we want to travel a little bit lighter and whatnot. It doesn't give us ability to do our main show. It doesn't give us ability to have the top of the hour graphics and stuff like that. It's getting better. Yellow Box is getting better, but it's not there just yet. We can with the super chats and the flight tracker and stuff like that. It's getting there, but it all depends what you want to do.
We also have different types of cameras. We don't use the same kind of cameras, so having our mirrorless camera out in the elements, it's not impossible, but it's definitely risky in terms of getting water inside.
Those mirrorless cameras, they're very sensitive.
Yes.
They're very sensitive to dust and wetness.
Yes. That takeoff was American Airlines 1979, taking off to Chicago on the 737-800. But really what I heard in that question is, if Jerry can do it, why can't we?
Of course. All right. So let me throw this out. How come Jerry doesn't do AI? How come Jerry doesn't have a night camera? So, that has been something that's been thrown at the channel from the get-go. Why can't, if Jerry can be out in the wind and the rain, why can't you guys? And it's apples and oranges. We just have different ways of operating our channels, and I think that we have expanded the world of plane spotting. I mean, we've got basically 2 AI cameras tracking every single arrival and departure from high atop the H Hotel. No one else has that.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good point, though. I mean, it's good to be original, good to be your own unique type of plane spotting channel. And nowadays, there's so many channels out there on YouTube that we don't want to become or try to be like someone else. We're kind of our own version of plane spotters.
Yes.
That's important, right?
I just wonder, when will that ever stop? When people say, well, Kevin, if Jerry can be out there in the rain, how come you can't? No matter what I add to the channel, to me, it seems like it's never enough. If Jerry can do it, why can't you? Why can't everyone else? I could give AI cameras at every single airport in the U.S., and to me, I just feel like I'm still going to get that question. Well, that's great and everything. Those AI cameras are great, but Kevin, how come you're not standing out there in the rain and the wind? Yeah.
I think people just want to see us get wet in the rain.
I think that's it. And we improved from 3 years ago when that happened?
Yes. Don't get us wrong, though. We love Jerry. Jerry is very unique. Love his personality and his character, but just different, and that's okay. We're all different.
Actually, if you guys remember, I was sitting right here, and I had Jerry and Jilly on the Plane Jockeys Live, which is going to be coming back again. And we talked about the AI cameras. And of course, we hadn't had this set up yet, but it was coming. And I asked Jerry what he thought about that, and he just said it wasn't right for his channel. They thought about it, and it just wasn't the right thing. And of course, we hadn't set up ours yet. And I said, well, Jerry, come on back. I'd like to get your opinion of what you think about them after we actually have them up. I haven't talked to him yet, but it would be interesting to a follow-up. Jerry, what do you think?
Yeah, what do you think now?
I guarantee he'd say it's still not for us. Cushy Patel with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Cushy. Says, hi, Kevin Rudy. Kevin, you won't believe this, but on January 21st, 2025, your flight, JetBlue Flight 224, actually passed through my neighborhood minutes before you landed and got a video. Rudy, so nice to see your smile again. I remember I flew over that neighborhood. Yeah, we landed on, was it 31 right? How'd we look?
3751 Los Angeles Tower, wind 220 at 10, runway 25 left, good land.
Rudy went to go use the restroom real quick. That's the nice thing about being in the office too. He can say, I'm out of here for a few seconds. No, we are who we are. That was Alaska SkyWest Flight 3424 heading to SFO and an E175. This flight's American Airlines Flight 2408 coming in from Philadelphia, an A321 Neo. Next arrival on 25 left. United 757-300 rolling down the 25 right. Flight heading to Dulles, flight 1635.
United 1635, contact with departure.
Some miniature horses. Miniature horses?
Horsies. Ah. This takeoff is Alaska Airlines 1083 taking off to Seattle on 737-800.
Spearwing 1676, crossway 25 right CJ, contact ground 175.
E-Jet, next arrival on 25 left. Flight coming in from the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona. Delta connection operated by SkyWest, flight 3751. It's an E175LL.
It's very delayed.
Delayed?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You're better off just driving from Phoenix.
Yeah, right?
You know, I see Sarah the Real Deal talking about Jerry not having that camera. Hello, Sarah. You know, when Jerry was here for the Plane Jockeys Live, they had told me that there was a new Panasonic camcorder that was coming out to replace the old one. Now, we used to use that Panasonic camcorder, if you guys remember, before we went with Nighthawk pretty much for the whole stream. It piqued my interest. I was like, oh, really, Jerry? There's a new version of the camera coming out? I like the function of a camcorder, I really do. So that piqued my interest, and so I did some searching on it, some YouTube videos and whatnot, and I did my research on that camera. Jerry went full speed ahead and bought the newer version, and so when he was live streaming going to pick it up that day, I said, sorry to tell you guys, I did a little research on that. There's not much difference besides the lens has been replaced. It's a different lens, but the whole inside of the camera body is basically the same, which means your nighttime plane spotting is not going to happen with that new camera. I don't think they were too pleased with what they ended up with that camera, but they've gone ahead with it.
Going to mention that.
Oh yeah. GE with a $5 super chat. Thanks so much, GE. Says the AI cameras will be routine for airports in the future. You're ahead of the rest. Do your own thing, in my opinion. Plane spotting is in its infancy.
Well, plane spotting on YouTube, yes.
Well, you know, half the battle, I would say, GE, you might be right on that, but I'll be honest with you, half the battle is locations. You're going to put the cameras somewhere, and you have to form partnerships and whatnot, and that is the hardest thing to do. The easiest thing is to go out and buy the equipment, and you know, if you find the right person to set it up, that's the easy part. The hard part is securing that locations and building a relationship, a business relationship with the locations. That's the real difficult problem. And of course, we've had a partnership with the H Hotel coming up on almost 4 years, almost 3.5 years. Great partnership, and we're thankful for the H Hotel here in Los Angeles.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's important to have. If you don't have that, you can't just, set up shop.
Hi. You could put some AI cameras in the back of your pickup truck or something, maybe drive around.
Yeah.
Another E-Jet taking off on 25 right. This flight heading to Houston. SkyWest flight 4916.
SkyWest 4916, contact for departure.
Michael with an awesome $40 super chat through PayPal. Thank you so much, Michael. Says keep up the great work, Kevin and Rudy. Thank you so much, Michael. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Now, this isn't, the most exciting Sunday show in a while, but at least it's unique. It's something different, right?
Yeah, but I'm enjoying reading the chat and getting a laugh out of some of the chat messages and your questions. This arrival is American Airlines 1706 coming in from Dallas, Fort Worth on the A321neo.
Halftime, Philly 27, Washington 15. Boy, oh boy. So, of course, you know, on my flights, and thankfully, JetBlue A321neos have the expanded catalog on TV shows and movies. I've been on the older A321s. They have a limited catalog when it comes to movies and whatnot. So I'm very thankful on the A321neo with JetBlue that they actually have The Office. And I think it was season 4 that they had loaded in. And of course, there's nothing better than sitting back, relaxing, and watching The Office on an airplane. I don't know what it is. That is the one show that just makes me laugh.
Yeah. I have all the seasons on DVD. And I've been watching season 2. Dundies.
There was even the opening of SNL last night. It was a very political open for SNL, talking about Trump or whatever. But there was a reference to The Office.
Oh.
There was a reference to The Office, including, and I just talked to you about this yesterday. I texted you because I was watching The Office on, I believe it was Comedy Central. It was the ever so famous Pretzel Day episode, and the Pretzel Day episode was mentioned in SNL last night. I could not believe it.
But on Pretzel Day?
But on Pretzel Day. And I love Michael gets all the toppings on the pretzel, and then
Can you do them all? all of them?
All of a sudden he's like, you know, super sugar high for the rest of the day.
Stanley's like, no, boo, back to the line.
Poor Phyllis. Poor Phyllis.
Oh my gosh.
She just wants to hang out with Vance Refrigeration.
Bob Vance. Vance Refrigeration. What line of work are you in, Bob?
What? You know, I've been trying to figure out why is that show so popular? Why does it connect with so many people? And
because things that happen in the office sometimes
in real life?
You want to say things you can't say in real life.
That's why that show was never the same after Michael Scott's character was gone.
When he was gone.
Yeah. He made that show.
Yeah. Season 6.
1990
yeah, well, I won't even. Once Michael Scott is gone, I won't even watch those episodes.
When I was in college, we used to have office parties. Like, we would just meet up and watch The Office and have popcorn, and sometimes we dress up as the characters. Yeah, we were really into it.
Wow.
The Dundies.
Well, that's right. We got to come up with our AVLEs. We was talking about that last Sunday.
The Don't Go In There After Me award goes to...
that would go to yourself, I think.
Well... This takeoff is American Airlines Flight 1990 AO, taking off to Miami, Florida on the A321neo.
So, yeah, as you can see, the AI camera is not perfect when it comes to takeoffs. We expect that actually will be a little bit better on the north side. There's some buildings that are kind of blocking some information for the AI cams on the south side. And that's what causes that I think I can.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm filming a plane.
Volaris Flight 7850 coming up. Is it Azaka?
Oh, nice. I was waiting for you to try that one. Oaxaca.
A320 Neo. Boy, these seats are uncomfortable.
Runway 25 left at Foxtrot, then runway 25 right at Foxtrot. Line up and wait. Foxtrot 335 cross, runway 25 left at Foxtrot.
I was watching the one where Dwight gets recognized for some award. He has to do a speech.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, and they call him up like, the award goes to Dwight Schrute. And Dwight's like hyperventilating. How we doing, Dwight? So then Michael goes up there for him, and it just all derails. Yeah, so bad.
Bar 7850, taxi via hotel, hold short.
I saw the episode. I think I was, even at the TWA, I was watching The Office when I was sitting in the room. The episode where they go to Sandals in Jamaica.
Oh, feeling hut.
Right at Foxtrot, clear for takeoff.
Poster of Jam. Oh my gosh. And he runs over the little steel drum.
I want to know what happened to that poster. There's a big poster that's put on the wall.
Kevin has it. He took it home.
Like the guy who plays Kevin?
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna...
No, I know he took it home, but I wonder if that's like in the archives of like the office somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What would I want from the office?
I'd want the coffee mug that says
World's Best Boss.
World's Best Boss.
My brother gifted that to me. I have it somewhere.
What if they still have the video iPod that was given out as a gift in 2005?
Is that a prison jar sport?
Yankee swap.
335, contact, look at the departure, thanks.
United Airlines flight 2234 heading to SFO at 7:57-200. Be heading down to 25 right here shortly.
I also came across that episode. Lampshade on the head. It's happening. It's like a Christmas party. Yeah, season 2. That's where the whole lampshade on the head came from.
477, exit to the right. If you have Hotel 3 or Hotel 4, then turn right on the center taxiway.
Beach Grad at 98 with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Beach Grad. Says Kevin, I'm sorry, Rudy, are you going to be the AVL's SAP and dub the show in Spanish?
Airline videos live en español.
Yeah?
Muy bien.
Still got to come up with those categories. We were talking about it last Sunday for the AVLs.
The most likely to fall asleep during a live stream. The award goes to...
Rudy.
Drum roll, please.
Hold short 25 left at golf.
There's that United 767-300ER sitting there at Terminal 7. Kind of a rare bird for us here. It's kind of like the real show, you know, moving the camera around. Hold on to your biscoffs and go into the east.
That was a smooth pan.
It was. Yeah, good job there, AI. It's Rudy's favorite, the Viva Aerobus in the lime and green livery. Coming in from Monterrey, Mexico, flight 622.
Jet 477, cross, 25 left at golf, back to 6.
Julian with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Julian. Says, just boarded my flight back to Newark, United Airlines, flight 1855, and saw the Lufthansa Retro livery Yankee Tangy land from the United Club while waiting for my flight. So great to be at LAX for my 18th birthday. Good to see you and your dad there yesterday.
Yeah, sorry I missed you, Julian, but happy birthday again.
Runway 25 right at Quebec.
All right, so you guys are running a little late. It's almost 2 o'clock, so it must be a little late for your flight back to Newark. I think I see it. 1855 sitting there at Terminal 7. Should be pushing back here shortly.
American 824 Los Angeles Tower, wind 200 at 9er.
No BTS here today. Not quite sure if that would be too exciting here today.
Yeah.
All right, we got that United 757-200. Heading to SFO, flight 2234, now rolling it down to 25 right.
Winglets on this 757 are interesting. It has kind of that, what do you call it, scimitar tip. It's different.
Guy with 5475 on F dock, wind 200 at 9er, runway 25 right, 51. On F dock, 25 right, clear for takeoff, gas 5475. United 2234, contact, look at the departure, thanks.
right, that officially takes us to the top of the hour once again. It is officially 2 p.m. here in a cloudy, rainy Los Angeles, California. You're watching continuous live coverage of LAX plane spotting right here on your home for LAX live streams. That is Airline Videos Live. Today is the big Sunday show here on January 26, 2025. We are your plane jockeys here inside the office outside of LAX, giving you a show here, a little bit different type of show. As we've been mentioning, we didn't want to ruin any of the equipment here today. No heroes being played out here today. So we are inside the studio giving you the AI cameras from high atop the H Hotel, but we're here.
Yes, we're bringing you a show.
Yes, indeed. Thanks you guys for tuning in. Sit back, relax. Hopefully you're more relaxed than we are sitting on this 737-700 seat from Southwest. I gotta tell you, this is as hard as a rock.
Very rigid, yes. I'm gonna have to go see my chiropractor after this.
Next arrival is American Airlines Flight 824 A321neo coming in from Omaha, Nebraska.
We have honoring those who serve, number 2 for arrival.
Just over 2 hours already, Rudy.
Woo. Where's that rain?
Yeah, where is that rain?
Oh.
See, this is exactly, a lot of people were saying, Kevin, are you going to cancel tomorrow's show? They were asking me last night in the 24-hour feed, and I said, no, I'm not going to cancel Sunday's show until hours before, because if we have to, because I kept on looking at the weather, and the weather kept on changing every hour. I thought, well, from here on out, we're going to have to play by ear. So I loaded up all the equipment in the car this morning and went out to Imperial Hill. I got there about 8:30, and it was raining, and I was like, oh, well, that's good. Give my car a car wash, please, because it's extremely dirty on the outside. And I said, don't give me a few sprinkles to make it even more of a mess. And it was coming down. It was really coming down. I got a good car wash today on the car. And I sat there and I was waiting for Rudy to show up, and he showed up, and I said, I don't think this is going to work, Rudy.
Yeah. This is Alaska Airlines 1331 coming in from Liberia on the MAX 8 in the honoring those who serve livery. Yeah, last night I was driving back from downtown LA, and it was around 10:30 or so, and it was really pouring cats and dogs. It was pretty strong last night.
Steve says it's still raining off and on in Studio City. That's over there in the valley.
25 right at Quebec, hold short of runway 25 left.
Linda says, well, if you were there, it would rain. Yeah, you're right.
What are you saying? We have a dark cloud over us?
Yeah, I was saying earlier. No, that's just Murphy's Law. I was saying earlier that I said, Rudy, let's pack everything up. Let's go back out to Imperial Hill. You know that we drove over there, started taking everything out of the car, they would start raining cats and dogs again. That's just, it's a no-win situation.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the days of being in TV news where the assignment desk would call and say, it's windy. It's windy. Can you go shoot the wind? And then you'd go somewhere where they thought it was windy and it's not windy anymore. Oh, now it's windy over in this area. So it's like you're chasing the weather. Sometimes the weather just chases you. Sometimes it just comes to you, and it's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in Los Angeles. Like I said, I'll look at the weather. If everything looks good, we'll do an added show tomorrow, Monday, at an Imperial Hill, so we can do a normal type show. Of course, Rudy won't be there with me on Monday, but we'll make it up to you. And then, of course, we'll do a show on Tuesday as well. So don't worry, we'll bring back the normal type of broadcast here in the next few days.
Yeah. And there you go.
Block 1, cross runway 25 left in Quebec, taxi to
We do have
Sig,
Coletta Air and a
Alpha,
Plane
on to
Jane
ground,
777 freighter heading to Cincinnati. Flight 230 will be heading to the 25s here shortly.
Skywest 4133, taxi via hotel, cross runway 25 right at Lima, then contact ground 155.
Skybree PSP with a $10 super chat. Appreciate that. Says the downside is that there is no zoom for those beautiful close-ups, but that's a plus for the great work that you do live, close-up, and in person. Yeah, AI is not, it is what it is. Don't worry. We'll be back.
Yeah, this
In
isn't
person.
permanent.
No. Linda says still showing 15% chance of rain tomorrow.
Yeah.
I believe that's probably early. I think probably by like afternoon. Probably shouldn't be too bad.
Got 3697, Los Angeles Tower, wind 180 at 10, runway 25 left.
Next arrival is a flight coming in from Kansas City, Southwest Airlines flight 2799 to 737 MAX 8.
%17% chance of rain. Unlikely. The numbers just don't add up. Southwest Airlines 2799 coming in from Kansas City on the MAX 8.
Skywest 5060, Los Angeles Tower, on Fox, try to pull it.
There's that Coletta Airplane Jane 777 heading to the 25s.
Runway 25 right, line.
Rita says the BTS today would be boring. Is there no one at the hill, Rita?
99, taxi hotel, cross runway 25 right at Lima, then contact
It
ground
actually
155.
means here, at the office.
Oh, at the office. Yeah, you wouldn't see much. Rita's like, except the mess.
Yeah.
We gather so much stuff in the last 4 years. We do a lot of special live streams, New Year's Eve, whatever it may be. We hold on to that because we reuse it. Case in point, where is that little stove, the little oven, the fake fireplace, that takes up space, and we have it. We have all that stuff, and not to mention, all the equipment and all the airplane models and just all that. It adds up. I told Rudy today. I said, we need a second office. We just don't have enough space.
Yes. Yes, I agree. And the whole time I'm like, Kevin, please don't trip over anything.
Yeah. Another E-Jet arrival here on the south side. Not showing up on the
Skywest
radar.
5060 on F Docker, wind
Delta connection. Coming in from Denver, it's flight 3697.
Connie 230 heavy, next arrival 8 mile final, runway 25 left, line of point.
Line of await, 25 left,
Southwest 3301, Long Beach Tower, heavy 777, holding in position. Caution, wake turbulence, 200 at 10, 25 left.
Just trying to get some sprinkles out there.
Oh, is it raining?
Ooh. wants to add a camera setup on the north side of the airport.
Yeah, a couple weeks. Adding the north side AI cameras.
CRJ 200 LR taking off to St. George, United Express 5060. Florida Air 777 freighter lined up on 25 left for takeoff to Cincinnati.
Julia over to ground, 36.
19011, RNAV Piper, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway for takeoff,
It's looking a little dark out there.
Alright, that the Coletta Air Plane Jane now rolling down at 25 right. Now 25 left.
Company mile final with 19010, runway 25 left. Contacting cut departure.
Yellow Dreamliner heading back to Tel Aviv, heading down to 25 right. And Legend Jane back gifting another 50 Airline Videos Live memberships, a total of 100 gifted memberships. Rudy, thank you, Legend Jane. Thank you so much. Amazing support. 100 gifted memberships here today. Thank you so much, Shane.
Thank you, Jane. Southwest Airlines 3301 coming in from Phoenix on the 737-700.
Alright, Jillian and his dad heading down to 25 right. United Airlines flight 1855 heading to Newark, a 787-10 Dreamliner. Should be our next takeoff here on the south side. Also have that American Dreamliner heading to Dallas Fort Worth, Texas, flight 2543. They're on the Bravo. It's a 787-8 Dreamliner.
Southwest 3301, Texas Hotel, lane 1 across, runway 25 right, contact ground 75.
Hotel Lima Cross, 25 right, 3301.
South Box, 2 Center Road, out of Hotel Honor.
Another Southwest flight heading to 25 left. Southwest Airlines flight 552 coming in from St. Louis, a 737-800. Well, that's right. Russell reminding us next Saturday at the Embassy Suites, the collectible show. I can guarantee you, Russell, we will not be buying any more airline seats unless there's a mint suite for sale. I don't know.
Yeah.
More than likely not going to happen. Maybe some of the older mint setup.
I was going to say, what are we bringing this time?
What are we bringing?
Yeah, what are we purchasing?
Oh, what are we purchasing?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, what do we need? I don't know. Something will, I'm sure, catch my eye.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a collectible show happening at NBC Suites, I think from 9 to 3 next Saturday, the 1st of February.
People are setting up for a birthday party at the Proud Bird. Like outside?
Who's at the Proud Bird?
Dimitri.
Oh, Dimitri. Oh, a drink cart.
1855.
They have those.
Oh, you know, I've always looked at those. No one, a drink cart has never caught my attention. Not unless it's like from an airline, maybe that. I don't know. They always, the drink carts that I've seen are always just kind of just big piece of metal. You can't really tell what it is, and so I think that's why it never really caught my interest.
Put drinks in there and
We could store some of our equipment. Wouldn't that be funny if now when I get the new car that we store all the equipment in drink carts and they get wheeled out of the new car, wheeled up, wheeled in? I think the drink cart would probably be too tall.
we can make our own version.
Yes.
Like those, what do you call them? The package containers that go in the cargo hold. It's like the United Dreamliner flight now rolling on 25 right.
Here we go. Jillian and his dad heading back to the East Coast. Have a great flight, you guys.
Enjoy.
Denver says we'll be taking these seats back for resale. You know, speaking of, you see that Lufthansa 747? Originally, I had an idea. I bought that for the studio. The thing is so large, and it's kind of heavy. I just don't see that being in the new studio. It's basically, it's been hanging out behind my shoulder right there since we got it last June. Maybe we take that back on Saturday and try to resell it. Anybody want it?
And 1855.
Good luck
No.
there.
Hello, 006, runway 25 right, line of foot, crossway turbulence.
This arrival is United Airlines 2460 coming in from Houston Intercontinental on the 737-900ER. We also have the American Dreamliner now rolling. It's flight 2543 taking off to Dallas Fort Worth.
Yeah, Adrian, you're right. The seats are for short haul streams only. It's funny, you know, that Lufthansa retro, I mean, it's a 747-200, so I mean, basically it's retro to us, but that was the livery on the 747-200 back in its time. That was like the one thing last year that people were just like eyeing. Everyone's like talking about, they called it the retro livery. A lot of people wanted that plane, and we walked out with it that day. I think we walked back in it with it.
Yes. It's back.
It's back.
Who wants to buy it?
Pass it on. Next takeoff is the y'all Dreamliner heading bound to Tel Aviv, flight 6. 787-9 Dreamliner.
Hello, 006-120-011, Gus 17, on nav Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
It's American Eagle flight operated by SkyWest, coming in from Aspen, Colorado. It's a CRJ 700ER, SkyWest flight 6435. Is it starting to rain out there? Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Plane 20011, Gus 17.
Oh yeah, look at on that. You can see the raindrops. Boy, it's blowing the rain too.
It's happening.
See, this would have been about the time that we got back to the hill.
Yep.
South 6435 and Juliet, cross runway 25 right, contact ground point 75.
cross 25 right, Juliet.
Hello, 006, contact SoCal departure.
Next arrival is Delta Airlines 767. It's a 767 from JFK.
Yeah, where did this rain cloud come from? It looks like it came out from the south.
Surprise!
Surprise, surprise! How much did we spend on that 747? Was it like... Gosh, I can't remember. It was a couple hundred.
200, 300?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't over 2. I think it was around 200.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Again, this is flight coming up from JFK, flight 767 on the 767-300ER. Oh, look how wet it looks outside, Rudy.
Yeah, no, thank you. Nope.
Sue gifting 5 Airline Videos Live memberships. Thank you so much, Sue. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Gosh, look at the. Now you can't see it now, but what the wind really throwing the rain all around.
Yeah. This is Spirit Airlines 811 taking off to Atlanta on the A320neo.
Spirit 811, contact SoCal departure. SoCal departure, we do.
Paul MK with the super chat. Good to see you, Paul. Says gutted and never got to see you on my last visit earlier this month. Gonna have to be April now. More British Airways first class amenity kits inbound. Stay safe, guys. Aw, thank you, Paul. We'll see you. April will be here in no time.
It will be. Big month coming up.
Speaking of amenity kits, do you have that JetBlue one?
This one?
Yeah. So these are the amenity kits that they give in first class. Now, believe it or not, the flight out to JFK did not have these sitting on the seat. So they did come by, they gave me one, and of course they gave you one. And I think it's kind of interesting to see what's inside. This is JetBlue, what you get in the mint. It doesn't matter if it's the older mint or the newer mint. Shh. Is it earplugs? Is that what they are? Socks. Mint socks.
In case you forget to pack your socks.
That never... please tell me, do you really put socks on, like, in first class? Do you really switch it out? I never understood that.
Well, it's recommended you don't go barefoot, because...
Oh, yeah.
They don't clean the floors.
No, they don't.
So, and it, yeah. Mouthwash.
Mouthwash.
This is lip chap. Lip balm.
Yes, that's always a good thing to have.
And I think this is hand cream. Yeah, hand treatment. And then we have Ultra Gentle Daily Peel. Ooh. Like a facial
to me.
peel
I'm a little
thing.
shiny over here.
And what's this one?
There we go. Yeah, lip balm is a must, certainly, on the airplane.
United 2047, contact.
Look at that outside, Rudy. Oh my gosh.
You know,
Look at that. The rain is being blown by the wind coming out from the south.
who's the third chair for?
You mean right here?
Challenger 350 taking off to Mammoth Lakes, NetJet 788.
American Airlines Flight 2901 heading to Charlotte, and A321neo heading down to 25 right. Yeah, they should put some mint in there. Mint, yeah. Oh, speaking of, so beverage service on the flight back to LAX, they usually give you either some nuts or like things that look like nuts, but they're actually like crackers. They look like nuts, but they're crackers. They gave me a bowl full of these like crispy type things, and I swear that they serve those in a bag in economy. You know what I'm talking about?
Like the Cheeto Puffs?
It kind of, but it's not like, they're not cheesy. They're just like air potato chips or whatever, and they gave me like a bowl of those, and I thought, well, this is kind of interesting. Like, did you guys just open up like a bag and just pour the bag into? I don't know. It was weird. It was kind of a weird thing. No, it wasn't popcorn. No.
Did you hear that story? I can't remember what airline it was, but something happened to the food and they had to like scramble, and I guess they ordered like KFC.
Oh,
and
yeah.
served KFC on the flight.
Wasn't that Delta?
Probably right. Could you imagine? Is it Pirate's Booty? I think it kind of looked like that.
Pop chips? No, they weren't pop chips, but they were close to it. There wasn't much taste to them.
Pirate's Booty sounds right.
What are they?
Pirate's Booty?
Pirates?
Booty. Booty.
Pirates Booty? I've never heard.
You've never heard of Pirate's Booty?
Pirates Booty? No. It's a Legionnaire flight coming in from Vegas at A319 flight 9200.
It's this Pirate's Booty.
Oh, that's what. Yes, that's what it was. So it did come out of a bag.
So you got booty. They are good. This flight is very delayed.
Look at
supposed to arrive at 8:53 in the morning.
Pilots are showing off on that A319. 1175 Gaming with a $2 super chat says, so is this the 24/7 AI cameras that you're controlling? They are the AI cameras that we use on the 24-hour, though I'm not controlling them, I'm just taking the feeds in. Catherine O'Gallaghan with a $10 super chat. Thanks so much, Catherine.
That's a crazy shot right there.
It looks cold and nasty out.
Yeah.
It was sports charter heading to Phoenix. Delta Airlines flight 8928. 757-200 would be the next takeoff and 25 left.
Ooh, I want to see the cameras track this one.
It should be up like a rocket.
Yes. Rocket launch.
25 left, RNAV to hyper, clear for takeoff, Delta 8920.
And Catherine back with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Catherine. Says the rain is fine. It's snowing up in Big Bear. Oh boy, guys getting some snow. That's good. We definitely need the rain, that's for sure. Sports Charter heading to Phoenix.
Delta 8928, contact SoCal approach.
Switch departure, good day, Delta 8928.
American 2901, wind 1808, RNAV Docker, runway 25 right, close to takeoff.
RNAV Docker, 25 right, 7 takeoff, American 2901.
What's up, Porter? The E2 heading back to Toronto is flight 664 heading to 25 right.
It's a Gulfstream G650ER.
So that American A321 taking off on 25 right. United Airlines flight 1012 heading to Houston, a 737-900ER, also heading to 25 right.
Quarter 664, runway 25 right, nautical wait.
Nautical wait, 25 right, quarter 664.
That rain came out of the south.
Do you think this is the last of it?
No, I don't. No, I think it's just going to be on and off throughout the course of the day. I cannot believe how uncomfortable these seats are.
I know.
Quarter 664, 1170.
I wonder if these seats ever went even inside the plane. They don't feel like anybody ever like sat very long on them. I know Southwest,
Yeah,
the
there's
737-700, you're not going to be sitting in these seats very long. But
There's no indents.
I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine sitting on these
Nope.
for 5 hours. The CRJ 700 coming from Aspen, Colorado, United Express SkyWest flight 5947.
We also have Porter now rolling. Porter flight 664 taking off to Toronto on the E195 E2.
Aviation Flights Photography with the super chat. Appreciate that. Says, hi, Kevin Rudy. Kevin, you have so much great and talented mods who do a fantastic job in the chat, keeping the chat friendly, family friendly. Keep up the amazing work, guys. Watching from Melbourne, Australia. Thank you so much, mate.
Nice. Thank you.
You do have the great mods.
The best. Takeoff is United Airlines 1012, taking off to Houston Intercontinental 737-900ER.
Arriving on 25 left, coming in from Vegas, American Airlines flight 2850, a 737-800.
947, cross runway 25 right, contact ground point 75. Interstate 12, contact 75.
Charlie J gifting 10 Airline Videos Live at memberships. Thank you so much, Charlie.
Thank you.
Right, 2850, cross runway 25, right, contact ground 175.
Cross 25, right, ground 175, American.
What do you think, Rudy? Just not the same plane spotting today, sitting here in the office.
No. I'm missing being out there. But
Yeah.
I think we made the right call not to be out there. Smart.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, as you can tell, this rain that we're seeing right now on the lenses of the AI cameras is a rainstorm that came out from the south. If you were looking at the west thinking, oh, there's nothing coming out over the ocean, well, Mingo coming in from the south.
Yep.
South 4938, wind 1308, RNAV Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
25 right, clear to take off, RNAV Docker, Skywas 49.
It's a flight coming in from Guatemala City, Alaska Airlines flight 1354. It's a 737 MAX 8.
Takeoff is American Eagle 4938, taking off to Salt Lake City on the E175.
Left 1354, cross runway 25 right, contact ground 175.
Can you hear the rain?
You can hear the rain outside the office?
Yes.
South 4938, contact without departure.
Departure's good, 4938.
Next arrival here on the south side is Alaska Airlines flight 96, coming in from Cabo, is 737-800.
Last 96 only tower, wind 1407, runway 25 left for the land. Tower 6241, wind 1407, RNAV down ready, runway discretion, RNAV Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Docker, clear for takeoff, 25 right, guys.
Route 2183, runway 25 right, line up wait.
Looks wet out there.
25 right.
Very. And cold. Brr.
What is it, only 54 degrees Fahrenheit? Oh, you should have been out in New York with me. 17 degrees is the high, I think, on Tuesday. Wednesday was pretty cold, too.
Probably would have gotten in the pool. Just stay warm. But how do you get out of that pool?
Well, that was the thing, and there was a lot of people that would get out of the pool in their swim trunks, no shirt on, maybe a robe, go inside the chalet, grab a drink, and then go back out into the pool. And many times I was running into them as I was going in and out of the chalet. I'm like, aren't you guys freezing? They're like, no, it's no big deal.
This takeoff is American Eagle 6241, taking off to Albuquerque on the E175.
Flight coming in from Guatemala City, that Alaska 737, next touchdown, 25 left. Jet taking off to Vegas, Alaska Horizon, flight 2183.
Last 96, cross runway 25 right, contact ground point 75.
Cross 25 right, ground point 75, Alaska 96, good.
Route 2183, contact SoCal departure.
And departure at 2183.
Last 1045, runway 25 right, line up wait.
There's an Icelander Cargo 767-300ER Converted passenger plane, about 20 minutes out. Should be a south side arrival.
Ooh, nice.
Got that United 767 already pushing back.
Runway 25 left middle end.
I don't think that's going anywhere. Probably over to the hangar.
We don't see a lot of those here at LAX.
No, hardly ever. I didn't actually take a United 767-3. Actually, it was a 400 ER in the Star Alliance livery from Chicago to Amsterdam many years ago.
I've never been on a 767.
No. Actually, they're quite nice. Kind of comfortable, even in economy. I took a United, I believe it was a 767-200 ER from Milan to Newark back around that same time that I went to Amsterdam. It was a nice flight. It was comfy. I sat in the middle section on the aisle. Not too bad.
Nice.
Of course, I was on that Delta 767-300 ER that was going to go to New York back in late July, early August.
Window?
No window seat. I was looking forward to that. It was a nice cabin interior on that Delta 767, but I got to experience it for about an hour and a half before I took. Well, actually, we all got taken off the plane, and I just decided to cancel that day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Wow.
Spencer back with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Spencer. Says, where is JetBlue moving after they leave Terminal 5? So they'll just be temporarily relocated somewhere else until Terminal 5 is rebuilt. Not quite sure where everyone's going to be moving to. I know there was talk of moving a lot of them over to the expansion of the West Gates, which is not good. Not what I want to hear.
This arrival is American Eagle 4967 coming in from Jackson on the CRJ 700 ER.
This flight heading to Guadalajara, Alaska Airlines flight 1045 is 737-800 taking off 25 right.
Contact for that departure. 49867 Hotel Juliet, cross runway 25 right, contact route 175. Yeah, 282 Juliet, Charles, fall 737, 3 mile final, 11508, runway 25 left, for the lane.
Speaking of JetBlue, we played this earlier. This is a little video message to Rudy since he wasn't on the plane. Brian, one of the flight attendants there on flight to JFK, was all excited to meet your plane jockey Kevin. He was disappointed Rudy wasn't there with me. He said, "Where's your other co-host?" I said, "He's not with me today. He's a teacher during the week, but he wanted to send a little message to Rudy." Brian, huge fan of Aviation, rates.
Hello everyone. Hi Rudy, I know you're not here, but we have some stuff for you. So
yes, we got some stuff for Rudy. So
hopefully you fly with us again. And
oh, we will.
That would be awesome.
Oh, we will.
So hopefully I'll meet you someday. And all the best to Airline videos.
Excellent. Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much. Good to meet you. Maybe we'll see you on the next flight. Yeah, exactly. All right. See you, Brian. Thank you. He was so excited.
That looks like you had a great flight. That must have been a really fun flight.
It was.
To
yes,
JFK.
The whole crew. So Brian, he was working in the back of the plane. He came up. I went to use the restroom. And, of course, I was wearing the Airline Videos Live jacket. And he comes up behind me and goes, Mr. Kevin, I'm ready for my close-up. I said, where'd you come from? I said, I've been shooting the video of the crew in the front. And he goes, well, I'm waiting for you to come to the back and so I can shoot a video or whatever. I said, well, all right, no worries. And I said, would you like some a goodie bag and some trading cards? And of course, he was all excited. Of course, he didn't get the Rudy trading card because I didn't have any with me. We took a photo, and he was, of course, wearing the Airline Videos Live pin on his, outfit and showing off AVL on the flight. And then everyone else, then secretly, all the other flight crew started saying, oh, yes, we want you as well. We want our trading cards and our goodie bags as well. So, yes, I had a few with me. Thankfully, nobody on the crew on the flight back knew who I was, so I didn't have to give out any more because I only had like one bag left. So, yeah, it was a great flight heading to JFK. All big fans at AVL there with JetBlue.
Awesome. We're going to have to fly JetBlue again soon.
I think so, of course.
This arrival is United Airlines 282 coming in from Denver on the 737-900ER.
783, cross runway 25 left, cross runway 25 right, turn right on Bravo.
Next takeoff will be Spirit Airlines Flight 311 heading to San Antonio, Texas, an A320 Neo.
Check, correct. Center 282 at Juliet, hold short, runway 25 right. Yeah, Juliet, hold short. Runway 25 left to the land.
Oh, you remember our friend Oliver? Remember Oliver? Swimmer Oliver?
Oh, yes.
Long time viewer Oliver. I was walking down the escalator going to baggage claim at Terminal 5, and he was waiting for me at the end of the escalator.
Aww.
Oliver works at LAX in one of the information booths as you come down the escalator. And he said, hi, I was watching your Instagram feed and stuff like that. I just wanted to say hello. I said, you're working here at LAX. How cool is that?
Very nice.
Yeah, so he's working the information booth there at LAX Terminal 5 as you come down the escalator going towards your bags. So if you have any questions, make sure to seek out Oliver there. Longtime fan of AVL.
Wow, very cool. It's a flight taking off to San Antonio, flight 311.
Just had arrival on 25 left. I guess the AI camera had enough of that.
Moving.
Hold on to your Biscoffs. Have another flight heading to Newark. United Airlines Flight 1700. It is the 767-300ER heading to 25 right.
Nice.
Next takeoff is a flight heading to Denver. 737-900ER. United Airlines Flight 1897.
Flight 793, turn left heading 200, contact SoCal Departure.
Next arrival is Southwest Airlines Flight 1150, coming in from Dallas Love Field at 737-800.
07, RNAV Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Docker, everything is right, 1897.
Be followed by JetBlue Flight 223, coming in from JFK. It's an A321 today. That is the same flight that I took on, was it Friday? Yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
Then 1700, runway 25 right, Sonic Hawaii.
Just getting cold just looking at these live cameras.
Yeah, I thought it was just me. I'm like, wait, it's getting cold.
Where's
the blanket?
Next arrival is that JetBlue flight coming in from JFK, followed by Iceland Air, the converted 767-300ER.
Now that's something we don't see all the time.
No. Be followed by China Airlines Cargo Flight 5116, coming in from Taipei and a 777 freighter.
United 767 lining up for takeoff.
Over the marker crossway turbulence 1207, runway 25 left to the land.
This is the moment I met Blue.
Sue's asking who's going to climb up and clear the raindrops from the 24-hour camera. Those should be... There's actually, I think inside the cameras, there's actually heat that will be generated that will actually dry off the lens, believe it or not.
Wow.
Getting with some high-tech technology here.
Well, if Bob was still around, maybe we'd send him to go do that.
Oh, good old Bob. That would be a good job for Bob.
Yes.
I should be seeing that United 767-300ER. I hear her. Should be rolling down at 25 right.
JetBlue 223 at Juliet, hold short, runway 25 right.
At Juliet, short at 25 right, JetBlue 223.
Cross runway 25 right, contact ground 0.75.
Cross 25 right, 0.75, today, 23.
All right, there it is. Iceland Air Cargo.
Yeah, 1700, contact
Nice.
SoCal Departure.
Departure, United 17.
Flight time from Reykjavik is 8 hours and 32 minutes. You don't want to be able to see the northern lights in the
Got a spray. How cool is that?
Yeah. You know what's nice about this vantage point? If we were at Imperial Hill, there's no way we could see the
That's
touchdown.
true. Yeah, think about that. If we were in Imperial Hill right now, you guys wouldn't even be able to see. Yeah, 767.
Runway 25 right, that's so good.
We do have another heavy up next. China Airlines Cargo, Flight 5116, coming in from Taipei and a 777 freighter.
South 6221 LA Tower, call short turbulence on a 777 2-mile final, 11309, runway 25 left to the land.
Spirit flight heading to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Flight 1677, A320neo. Come on, AI.
Keep up. Let's go. Keep up.
Delta Airlines Flight 715 heading to Atlanta and then a 757-200. Next takeoff, 25 right.
77 contact, SoCal departure.
Flight time from Taipei is 11 hours and 40 minutes.
Embraer, 4 miles ahead, wind 1309, runway 25 left, for the line.
Latam Airlines heading to Santiago, flight 603, a 787-9 Dreamliner will be the next takeoff on 25 right. Oh, look at China Airlines 777 going all the way to Lima.
Nice.
Going along. Is there any plane spotters at Imperial Hill?
Yeah, anybody there?
Anybody? Pick up the white paging phone. Oh, you know what was also on TV while I was at the TWA hotel? I had one of those runway view rooms. So basically,
nice.
your bed is facing out the window. I mean, you've got everything passing by your window. The Air India A350, by the way, not good. That livery is not good. I got really close up on that with my own eyes. The tail is a mess. Does not look good. I prefer their older livery. We're talking about the mainly you see it on the 777-300ER. Much better overall. Even their mid livery is better than the new one. I mean, I don't know. I got a really good look of it many times while sitting there on the bed. Anyway, what I was going to say is on the TV, if I wasn't watching The Office, you know what came on the other night? Airplane.
Oh,
the
nice.
movie Airplane. I was watching the movie
Perfect.
Airplane while I was laying on the bed watching the planes pass by me there at the TWA hotel.
Nice. Perfect. That makes sense.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking maybe Air India's just not done with that livery. They just need to add to it.
It doesn't look done.
Yeah.
It doesn't look done.
Work in progress.
And trust me, I gave that thing a look many times. I was like, well, maybe you're not giving it enough time. I saw that A350 3 times in that course. And, I mean, my window basically is they basically push back and they go down that little alleyway. I mean, from the location that we are on the rooftop deck of the TWA hotel, basically my room was right below that. And so they're pushing back those A350s coming in and out. And so I got a really good close-up. And I don't know. Wasn't a fan.
Well, that's too bad. This is Latam Airlines 603 taking off to Santiago, Chile on the 787-9 Dreamliner.
Left hotel to Juliet, Sky 62. Got 2.1 cross, 5 right at Juliet, coming around 175. Cross 25 right, Juliet, 10 ground, 7 62. Actually, 603 heavy contact, SoCal departure, good day. Got 4080 Los Angeles Tower, falling Airbus, and 110 center, and 5 left.
arrival is American Eagle 6480 coming in from Eagle on the CRJ 700ER.
Nice little wipe there, Kevin.
Got 6480, turn right on hotel.
At officially 3 p.m. I think we've been live just over 3 hours. You're watching the Big Sunday Show here on Airline Videos Live. Today is January 26, 2025. All right, this has been a lot of fun, but I gotta tell you, I'm not comfortable right now.
You don't look comfortable.
Can you tell? Look at me. I look like I'm, in economy class in Southwest.
Let's do a time lapse from the beginning of the show to now, and you'll see.
Yeah. These seats are not very comfortable.
No.
This is the longest I think we've ever sat on here. With that being said, and because I am going to make an effort to go back out tomorrow to give you guys a show at an Imperial Hill, I think we are going to call it a day. This has been interesting. It's been fun, but it's not the same.
Yes. I miss the sound of the airplanes.
Rudy can't hear anything. He can't hear anything.
Nothing.
So, hopefully you guys had fun with us here today. We'll hopefully be back at Imperial Hill next Sunday for the Big Sunday Show, with all the bells and whistles and all the fun and everything in between. So thanks you guys for your awesome support. Thanks for tuning in here today. And this is interesting. Will this be on the year in review video for the next year, for this year?
I'm sure it will be.
We tried our best. That's what it will say in that.
Never a dull moment here.
And our friend Linda Kavinsky, there in Chicago, gifting 20 Airline Videos Live memberships. Thank you so much, Linda.
Thank you, Linda.
We'll be back next Sunday for the live drawing as well.
In Spanish, if you say "que linda," it's like saying "very nice."
Que Lindy?
Linda.
Oh, just say Linda?
Yeah, linda, but in Spanish it's linda. Yeah.
There you go.
Sweet, beautiful. Depends on how you use it in a sentence.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, thank you so much, you guys. Before we head out here, I'd like to give a shout out to our Emerald and Diamond members here on the channel. Thanks, you guys, for your awesome support as we bring it back here to the world headquarters of Aviation. Well, welcome back, Rudy.
Welcome back to you as well.
Thank you so much. Thanks, you guys, for tuning in. So be on the outlook the next 2 days here in Aviation. Monday and Tuesday. We'll be having shows out in the field. I'll be watching the rain tomorrow, so probably more than likely a late morning, early afternoon, if not mid-afternoon show. We'll do it for about 3 or 4 hours there at an Imperial Hill. So could even turn into maybe a Nighthawk kind of night. We'll see. We will see, right? All right. We'll also be back for you live on Tuesday as well. So thanks you guys for tuning in here today. Yeah, it was a little bit different. One for the history books, as they would say. You know, we're always writing history here at AVL in one way or another.
Keep it interesting.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks you guys for tuning in. Thanks for great mods. Always doing a great job as well. Do we want to do Chipmunk or not?
Well, I don't think I can because I can't hear anything.
Oh, that's right. You can't do Chipmunk. All right. So we will take it out back to the AI cameras. By the way, if you want more AI continuous coverage here at LAX, you don't have to do a thing. Just sit right there. Once the stream ends, it will be directed to the 24/7 live stream here at the H Hotel. So thanks you guys for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Flight 25 right, line up away, traffic across.
Line up away, 25 right, fairway
254 cross, 25 right at Juliet, what's your date today?
Alright, cross 25 right at Juliet, we're talking 58, fairway 4.
Great, 24 thing, on the ground point 75, heavy cross, traffic.
Okay, roger that, we'll contact ground, that fairway 4.
Big straight, 322, all 10, star 1080 at Niner, ready for 5 flash, clear fire. Springfield 96 right, Docker, running 25 right, favorite take off.
I'm going to have Docker, clear for takeoff 25 right, fairway
25 right, line away, RS 2146.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow and Tuesday from all of us here at Airline Videos Live. Good night, everyone.
Good night. See ya.
Bye-bye.